All right, we are back live. It is 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, and we're going to be selling some coins and knives, or at least we're going to see who's the late night owls on this thing. Welcome, everybody. And let's see what's going on. Matt Ketron, no different. Welcome, Matt. All right, let's jump over here to this chat. All right, let's see here. Let me find this feed. All right, there it is. Okay, so I got that shared there in that group. Let's go over here and also share it. Need everybody hit the like button. Let's go ahead and hit group. Let's get it shared there and there. All right. And then over here, I need to do this. And then over here, I need to do some of this. And then over there, I need to do some of that. All right. Well, just as I expected, I already see 2 West Coast people on. I told Tanner, I was like, we'll have some people watching, even if I do start at 10 o'clock. There's enough people over on that West Coast, heavy Coletco fans. They're going to tune in, I promise you. They're going to tune in. Now, Brian just concluded about 15 minutes ago. Me and him's been chatting. He's still cleaning up. I've only brought up 2 tubs. I don't even have my table set up. But I'm going to start trying to do some rapid fire on as much as I can. I also realized it says Live Comics and Toys. I didn't even change the title. So that's one thing I'm going to do right now. I'm going to change the title to CCK. I just realized I didn't do that. CCK. And the reason we do that is because Facebook don't like the word knives in the title. I'm going to have to go get my laptop out of my Tahoe and change it over there in just a second. So I got to change it on Facebook. That's the important part. Let me go step out here while everybody's getting on. Make sure you get on, like the post, and we're gonna be doing this. I gotta get it out of my Tahoe anyway. Can't leave it out here at night. Y'all might can hear me while I walk outside. Who knows? I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, there's something I'm not doing that I usually do right before I start these sales, and that was change the title. Of course, usually I have faithful Jake here or definitely Tanner, and they do all that. But I got to open that up anyway, and let's go ahead and get some sort of auction going. Like I said, I've brought up far as what we normally bring up here and sell, right? Like far as total inventory we have on hand. And by the way, I hadn't got to look at one comment yet, so there's like only 1 tub up here, and usually there's like 20. So just bear with me as I grab those, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is get the chat open so I can start seeing comments. Luckily, my other phone is loaded. And let's get something up for auction. Let's get something up for auction. Chat. Okay, there's my chat. Is the date? Oh, this actually we never did change the date on the coin sale either. It looks like, yeah, looks like the date on the coin sale. We probably can, Tanner. I don't know if you're still on. We probably can take this off because we forget to do this every time, and I don't know if it's necessary now that Restream. We were just doing that when Restream had some bug issues. Is the description different too? Make a purchase. Okay. I've got to change it on Facebook. Let me go change it on YouTube. Let me do that right quick. Luckily, I got my 2-factor, my Used to have to do all these steps to log into my YouTube every time, but luckily I've got it set up where a couple clicks. But I've been talking about getting an auction started for about 10 minutes. So how about let's get an auction started just to keep something going there in the back. And I don't know about y'all, but if y'all can stay on late, I'm going to try to sell a bunch of stuff to y'all. Let's just see, like I said, we'll see who's on. We'll see who's with us. And let me find something to auction. How about a 2010? This is a silver dollar. Let's get everything nice and centered. Plus, I got all kinds of cool, they should be very popular. Y'all are going to get first look. Maybe we won't sell out. I would love to have extras, but who knows? We may sell out. This is a Boy Scout silver dollar. This is silver. This is a 2010 Boy Scouts of America bicentennial proof silver dollar. And this is 90% silver, 26 grams, right at an ounce, 90% silver. That's going to go up for just a $10 start. Should be a $30, $45, $55 coin. $10 start. Hopefully just to generate some comments. Maybe even if you're not interested, you'll at least bid $10. More comments y'all are doing right now. More comments you're doing, greater the action we'll have tonight. So I would appreciate it as always. And let me figure out where our current live stream is. And there's our current live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. We got 7 likes on YouTube right now. We need a lot more than that. I don't know how many viewers are on right now, but we're going to need a lot more than that, folks. No, it's a late start, but I just drank a V8. I just chugged a V8. I went home after the Titans game. Shout out to Hood Container, who is now who we get our boxes from. We get our boxes custom made from a local company. We need to give them some shout out time. They're Hood Container, and they gave us some free tickets to for a Titans game today. And so Tanner was originally going to go. I would say he's probably tied with Ed and then probably Paul, the more of a Titans fan. Of course, y'all know I'm a diehard Vols fan. So Tanner couldn't go. It was his grandfather's birthday today, 95th, Mr. C.E. Hackett, a legend where we're from in Smith County, Tanner's grandfather, absolute legend. So Tanner had to go to his 95th birthday party, and so that left me chauffeuring Paul, Ed, and Doug to the Titans game. So it was hot, as y'all know. The game wasn't all that fun, and when I got back, I was exhausted. So I think I got to Publix at like 6 o'clock. Got home from Publix at like 6 o'clock. I had a sub. I had a piece of chocolate pie. I chugged a bunch of water, and I fell asleep. And I've been asleep. I woke up at 9 o'clock. I was like, well, maybe we can get to, maybe I can get back to the store by 9:30. And, of course, I got here, and Brian was still selling comics. He was still selling comics. So right now, we're officially live. We've got one coin going while that's being auctioned. So we'll say that is Boy Scout. Let's put up another coin while y'all are bidding on that. I mean, I've literally got some, I've got some stuff here to put up for auction. And let's say if you're bidding on this, put B for Boy Scout. Right now it's at $17. This is a 1 ounce silver. No sales tax on silver. Jeff Duncan has that for $17. And then look at this. I just found it in the bottom of a tub. Didn't even know I had it till right now. 1934 half dollar, 1934 quarter, 1934 dime, 1934 nickel, 1934 penny. So this is up for bid. Put B for Boy Scout. And then right here we have half dollar, which is silver, quarter, dime, and then an Indian head, nickel, and then a penny. Let's start that for $15, which should cover the just the cost of the half. And then there's a silver quarter, and a dime, and a nickel, and a wheatback penny, all from 1943, World War II era, $15 start. Let's do this for C coin. How about C coin? C coin, and over here is dollar. No sales tax on silver. No sales tax anywhere in the country. We do not have to charge sales tax here in Tennessee, so no sales tax on bullion. It is our state legislator changed that to an investment grade. It's just like buying stock. You know, you don't have to pay sales tax on stock purchases. You do have to pay capital gains tax, but also we don't have a state sales tax here. So we got some pros and cons going on here. But luckily, fiscally, our legislator is very conservative, and we are a low tax state. However, there is a high sales tax. We pay almost 10% sales tax on stuff. So there's pros and cons. We have one of the highest sales tax rates here at 10%. So okay, so there's that. Let me go to the back, and so they're bidding on that. I'm gonna go get this cart. Y'all see this cart right over here? There's that cart, and I'm gonna go get some more tubs and bring more stuff up here. Okay. So we got 52 viewers. Let's see if we can get that to 100 by everybody liking and sharing. If we get to 100 at 10 o'clock, I will be jumping for joy. Let me go grab a couple more tubs of coins right quick. I'll be right back. All right. Y'all should be able to hear me again. I got enough stuff up here now to keep us busy for a while. I mean, I don't want to I don't want to empty the entire storage locker we have of coins because, I mean, it is already late. I will have to bite reality and realize that I don't have 4 hours to sell. I maybe have one good hour or 2 hours to sell. So I'm not going to bring up the entire world. But I did promise this. I don't know if anybody's going to be willing to get it started, but I did actually promise this earlier in the week because I don't know how much actual sports card stuff we're going to get to. That's another thing. I do have some basketball cards, but I do have an autographed Mike Tyson glove. So let me do some comps on that, and I'll get that started. If anything, that would be a great sale for tonight, at least to tell people this is why you got to stay on late. And this is why you got to join CollectCo late, because every once in a while, I'll randomly throw up a Mike Tyson autographed boxing glove. But let me go ahead and open our first table, because I'm going to sell something, because we already have bids on both items. And now my table's open, and now I'm ready to sell stuff. So let's update where everybody's at. First thing we have is... still got 55 people on. Fantastic. And let's see where we're at on the Boy Scout Silver Dollar. I got Jeff Duncan at $28 on the Boy Scout Silver Dollar. And then the coin set here, we had Mark Thompson bid 15, Oso bid 15, Oso bid 16, and Jeff Duncan bid 16. So that's where we're at now. So if you're still bidding on the Boy Scout, it's now at $30 of Chad Sauls. And then this coin set here is at 16. Tied. Oso Adventure has the high bid though. All righty, let's bring out some coins. See what I can find in the Buy It Now department. Let's see what we can find in the Buy It Now department. And let's get rolling here. First thing I have is, let's see what we do have in the Buy It Now department. I got all kinds of stuff in here. I got Coke bars. I got Popeye bars. I got all kinds of stuff. Let's see here. I got John Deere knives. I got coins. I got bullion. I got Tanner's recondensed some of these tubs, which is good and bad. I'm trying to figure out what some stuff is. Trying to figure out what some stuff we've shown. Try to get to some stuff we have not shown. Let's see what we got over here in this container as well. I just brought up, where was that other box at? Oh yeah, currency. Figured we'd always do some buy it now currencies. Always popular, the buy it now currencies. All right. So, all right, let's go back up to the top and see where we're at. So the Boy Scout coin is now at 31. Chad Sauls, you're out. And now the silver here is at 22. 22 with the silver's at 20. Hold on one second. Yeah, the silver is at 22 with Chad Sauls as well. Chad Sauls. Now, before I take Thomas's bid, let me check on YouTube, make sure that's a verified account. Give me 1 second to check on Thomas over here on YouTube. And let me also check my email, make sure everybody got a notification. And let me make sure, let's see, is this it here? It is, CCK. Thomas, your account was created 1 minute ago. So unfortunately, I can't take bids from you unless you let me know who you are and if you bought from us before. So ignore any comments from right now that says Thomas, because Thomas, unless you can let me know ASAP who you are, I can't take bids. Your YouTube account was created 1 minute ago. So yeah, that's who I thought. It's obviously some kind of psycho. So let me go ahead. He's never going to learn. So he's just something wrong with this person. So let me just go ahead and block them on that. What story? The boxing glove? It's autographed by Mike Tyson. We'll put it up for auction in just a second. So Chad, you still have this for Chad. You still have this right here. This coin. This is, let's see, Boy Scout. B for Boy Scout. Chad, ignore Thomas's bid. So Jeff has it for 31. Chad, if you want to go ahead and still bid 33, I'll take it. And then we have this right here, which is Chad Sauls for 22. Sorry, that distracted me there. So we got a couple people that's like obsessed with us, and they just like, they can't get enough of us, but they're psychotic people. So we just have to block them anytime they pop up. They're pretty disturbed people, but I have to make sure when they're on, we take them off pretty immediately. So ignore those for just a second. I'm going to do a random buy it now, hopefully to get some action. We're going to go ahead and do a first buy it now, right now. And these people I've also offered, like, hey, you know, if we have some kind of problem, if you need to like discuss some sort of issue with your life, I'll give you my number. You know, I don't even mind talking to these people on the phone. I'll maybe make it a private number to maybe do a one-time phone call or something. But never had heard from these people. So they're obviously, you know, I'm always concerned. But there's just, they're deep somewhere in the web, and I'll never really know who they are. And that's okay, because I really don't care. This is $7. This is a 1935F silver certificate. First person to comment $7. 1935F blue seal silver certificate. That's a $7 buy it now. So just for clarification, this coin lot here is at 23 of Oso Adventure, and this Boy Scout is at 33. And Jeff Duncan's out. Chad Sauls first sell of the night on the 35 silver certificate. That's sold to Chad for $7. We're going to call that the first sell of the night. Now, let's try to wrap up these two items, because this was our first two auctions. And the Boy Scout, which is a 90% silver coin, Chad has this for $33, and everybody else is out. It's a silver 1 ounce, and that's a final call. And we have this coin set, which is 1943. It's a half, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. And Oso has that for $23. So Oso has this for $23. Everybody else is out. Now, the last bidder on this was Chad Sauls. So Chad, let me know if you want back in. Oso has it for $23. And then we're about to sell this to Chad. Chad has that for $33. That was our first buy now, which was $7. I like doing quick buy nows for currency. I always got to have currency, because that's some of our first buy nows every night. We got to get the currency going. Here is a 1950B. 1950B green seal Federal Reserve note, $12. First one to comment, $12. It is circulated, has a little bit of a stain right there. It is 1950B, Priest Anderson. First person to comment, $12. and that is Daniel Cripps. We'll give him benefit of the doubt. He put BIN. We'll go ahead and do that, BIN. But I always try to make sure it's the first person to comment that numerical. But Daniel, I'll give it to you for 12. That's so to you. And then Chad bid 24 on this. Let's go ahead and sell the Boy Scout coin. Everybody's done, and the Boy Scout coin is sold to Chad Sauls for $33. Now, Chad is still bidding on this at 24. Oh, so Adventure, you're back out. So, like I said, welcome everybody. Let's try to get some stuff sold tonight. I'm going to go through some coins and knives and maybe even some sports card stuff. Like I said, I'll put up that Mike Tyson autographed glove in just a second. Going to make sure everybody's on, and I got to get a good comp on it. And that is not, as usual, nothing we're in any. It's kind of like the Caitlin Clark. No reason to give something like that away. Like, I mean, it's literally a glove signed by Mike Tyson. So no hurry to sell that, but I will offer it. And for $7 buy it now, here's another 1957. This one's actually better than the last one. 1957, first person to comment $7 on that. So they're still bidding on that. Let's get something else up for bid. I guess last week I had a lot of coins and other stuff like that available for buy it now. So probably going to be more of a buy it now night. That way we can go through a lot more stuff than auctions. But we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Vols pulled it off. Yes. This is actually, I guess, the first time I've been back live since the big night. I felt a lot better after I realized they was in victory formation. I'm always concerned till literally it's victory formation. So, all right, here we go. Just one glove. Yeah, well, I may have other sports stuff. Yeah, we're going to be doing all kinds of coins and then one glove. But I think I told people all week long I was going to be auctioning this. Who got this one? Kevin Grogan. Kevin Grogan, Chad Sauls. Chad Sauls got that one. Chad got that for $7. So, Chad, thank you. That's sold to you for $7. I have a lot of currency as usual. I may have some pieces here we could auction. That could be our next auction. Looks like we got some people hot on the currency trail. And here is always a really cool piece. If you don't know about these are always really cool. These are called North African notes. By the way, they're still going back and forth on this. Chad, you're back out. This is... So Adventure has this for $25. So, Chad, you're back out. Let's put this up for bid. This is what they call a North Africa note. So, these were issued during World War II. They have a series of 1934. Of course, the series doesn't actually mean the year it was made. So, here we go. And this is a 1934A World War II era North Africa. And these were issued to GIs around the North African campaign and some in Italy and Southern Europe in that area. And it was just in case the Axis powers were to capture a shipment of GI currency, because they actually got shipped money over there and paid in United States currency like this while they were serving in World War II. They were shipped and paid in U.S. currency while they was over there. Silver certificate. So this is a $45 start. It is circulated. It's the yellow blue seal silver certificate North African note, $45 start on that. All right, so just so you know, Mom passed away. I haven't been pulling. Midweek also. Okay, so thank you for that information. I will let them know. I'm going to screenshot that so Ed and Tanner knows. Sorry for the loss, and let me make sure Chad Sauls is done on this. Chad, you hadn't set out yet? Yes, he did. Oso had 25. Chad set out. Oso, that's sold to you for $25. All right, now the North African note's up for bid, $45, and Daniel Cripps is the opening bidder on that. Daniel has that at $45. Any graded coin, someone said? I'm digging. I don't know how many more. We sold most of them last week. We went through them in a blitz. Graded is like, it's just like comics. Just like Brian Semmel's comics. That's the first thing everybody wants, is they want slabbed and graded. Everybody wants slabbed and graded. The same way with comics. It's eventually going to get that way with records. With the sealed stuff, everybody's going to be like, you got any slabbed records? I don't have many people ask right now, but it will eventually happen. There'll be people asking for slabbed records. It'll eventually happen. No graded notes either. Nope. All that's usually, if we get a fresh collection, that's the first thing everybody buys, because they're always great deals. You know, nobody wants to pay for the grading fees themselves. They would rather buy it secondhand, and that's always the first thing to go. Is all the slab stuff, both coins, currency. I do have slab stuff. I mean, don't say, I'm not saying I don't, but yeah, that's always the first thing to go. Slabs. Everybody wants the graded because it's NGC'd and PCGS'd and it's all good to go. You don't have to pay those fees yourself. And Daniel Cripps has this for $45. That's a final call. And I've unboxed a really cool, very cool silver dollar, kind of like the Boy Scout, but we'll need a higher starting price for this. This is an Abraham Lincoln. It's another 1 ounce silver. It's an Abraham Lincoln commemorative. Very, very nice cool coin, proofed and in the box. And Abe is a $35 start. Abe is a $35 start. Now, we have a whole series of new case knives to launch tonight. They were just delivered this week, and so dealers across America have got them in today. And I'm going to show you the first pattern. The MSRP on these are $72.99, and as always, I do a little bit less than that. So this first knife, and I have a feeling these are going to be very popular. This is called Candy Corn, and this is going to be a 68. We'll do the Mini Trapper first. $68 on the Candy Corn Mini Trapper. I have a feeling these will be very popular, especially for the fall season. This is the Mini Trapper. This is the first pattern I'll do. Let me read you the exact catalog number. This is a Candy Corn Curve Knot. Of course, those curve knot patterns have always been very popular. Smooth Mini Trapper, $68 buy it now. And this is a new pattern. It is Candy Corn. And I know this from my experience with dealing in case knives. I've been a case knife dealer now for about 5 years. I've been buying and selling case knives for about, well, since I was in literally middle school. I've been buying and selling pocket knives. Anytime you have a case knife that with anything candy corn, or anything that's food related, anything that's like has a food related name. Somebody asked today about the peanut butter and jelly, which I don't know if Jeff Lancaster's watching, but they also have a new one coming out, PB&J, and it's like a purple, yellowish, or excuse me, purple and brownish color. They're always popular. So Mary Beth Doberman wants one, and Tracy Songer wants one. We'll do these first with the Candy Corn. These are $68, and Candy Corn Curve Knots. These are brand new in the box. There's one for Tracy Songer. There's one for Mary Beth Doberman. That's what they look like. And, of course, MSRP on these are $72.99. I'm doing these right now for $68, and they're literally brand new from case. They just shipped. They just shipped. So those are sold and sold. If anybody else wants one, there they are. All right, now, Daniel, I think you were the only bidder on this for $45. So that, in my opinion, was a great deal. That's sold to Daniel Cripps for $45. Let's see where we're at on Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln had a high bid for $35 and then $36. James Lee Farrell, you're out. Oso Adventure did bid $36 over on, he did bid $36 over on YouTube. So James Lee Farrell, let me know if you want back in. Abe Lincoln's at $36 with Oso. Oso has that for $36, just FYI. All right, let's jump back over here to currency, and let's do another, let's try to bundle them up and do a little bit more fast action so we can get through them faster. But here is first $15 buy it now. This is first $15 buy now. There's two silver certificates, 1935E and 1935F, 15 for both. First person to comment, 15. 15 for both. 1935 silver certificates, that's the $7.50 each on those. Regina Tabor wants a candy corn knife. Sell that Regina Tabor. She also gets one for $68. I have not seen any Halloween. Philip, I order every Halloween knife that they ever advertise. And even us being a platinum level dealer, we're lucky to either A, get them or get one. It's amazing how limited those Halloween knives are. I have them all ordered. None of them have been delivered. I have them all ordered. None of them have been delivered. They're all ordered. None of them have been delivered. Whenever they do, I'll sell them right here. But even us being a platinum level case knife dealer, which means over a course of a year, we're ordering tens and tens of thousands of dollars worth of knives. We're still only allocated either 1 or 0. Some of those are very limited. Like they make 100 for the entire country, for every case knife dealer in the country. So that's not many. That means I guess it's whoever gets their order in first or whoever's just lucky. So Oso got these two for $15. Thank you. Now Chad's in on the Abe at 38. So now we got three bidders. We got 35, 35, 36, 37. Chad has Abe for $38. So this is an entirely different invoice sale. This is all $7 in limited shipping. It is $7 in limited shipping. However, it is also invoice separately from anything else you might have bought this week, coins, currency, etc. Let's put up another silver certificate. This is a 1934. This is a 1934 Blue Seal silver certificate, $35 start. That is the silver certificate for the $10 note. We don't get those as often, the 10s. 35 on that. 35 on the 10. Abe's now at 40. I got 2 candy corns. I'll show the other patterns in just a second. I will get around to showing those other patterns in just a second. Let's show my speech is all twisted as usual till I get officially rolling. Let's see what we have here. All right, I have for $45 buy it now. $45 buy it now. A beautiful painted Silver Eagle. 2000 painted Silver Eagle. $45 buy it now. And that's, of course, 1 ounce silver. And that's one of those really nice painted, colorized Silver Eagles from 2000. That actually will slide right into that case like that. It actually has a slot where you can display it. $45 buy it now on the Silver Eagle. The 10 up close, here's the 10 up close. It is a Series 1934. It is circulated, has a little bit of stain down here in the corner. You can see it has a horizontal fold, had a vertical fold at one time. It is a circulated note, 1934. It is a $35 start. Now, they're also bidding on this Abraham Lincoln commemorative silver dollar from 2009. Oso Adventure has this at 40. James Lee Farrell, Chad Sauls are both out. He has that at 40. And the only thing available right now is a buy it now is that candy corn mini trapper and that Silver Eagle for $45. And by the way, silver, I think silver is up from the last time we had a sale. I don't know if y'all realize that. But silver's even up higher from the last time we had a sale. And I'm probably going to still be doing prices at the same thing. Here's another buy it now for $15. More silver certificates. First person to comment 15. 1935D and 1957. First $15 comment. There's 2 more silver certificates. Let's see what's in this box. These are all unopened case knives. Like I literally cut open the box earlier to get into some of these. And, oh, okay. Hey, this is going to be very popular. Let me get open my phone. There's another candy corn coming up. You'll want to stick around to see which one because this is a pattern on the candy corn, a knife pattern we don't get too often for sure. Let me go ahead and open. I got my invoice screenshotted over here from my email. And yes, and this has always been a popular pattern. Let me do some math on this. And yeah, these are going to be $78. So the last one was $68. These are going to be $78, okay? And these should be like $83 or $84.99. If you want one, comment 78. And here's a pattern, case don't make too often, a muskrat, which is a longer top. It looks almost like a Stockman, but it's a 2-blade. And that's, if you want one of those, $78 on the muskrat. That's brand new candy corn muskrat 2-blade. $78 on those. Brand new from Case Knife. That is where they're at. James Lee Farrell picking up the 2 silver certificates for $15. So let's go ahead and sell these to James Lee Farrell. Thank you, James. Those sold you for $15. By the way, Chad and Oso still battling over Abe Lincoln there. Poor Abe is in the middle of a war, and it's not the Civil War. It's a war between Chad and Oso right now. And then nobody officially bid on this, so I'm going to make this a buy it now. $35 buy it now on that. $35 buy it now on the $10 silver certificate. Right now they're bidding on Abe Lincoln. Here's the other candy corn. We now have muskrats and we have mini trappers. Mini trappers are 68. Muskrats are 78. What do I have next over here to show you? Alrighty. I wonder if I got one of these priced from last night or the night before. Oh, the night before. That's a song by the Beatles off the soundtrack Help. Ah, the night before. Oso has this for $42. Let's do another buy it now. This thing's pretty crisp here. I think we did the last one for $12. I'll do this one for $12. It's a 1950A Federal Reserve note, Richmond, Virginia, letter E, Richmond, Virginia. That one doesn't look too bad. How about a $12 buy it now on that? Richmond, Virginia. That's a Priest Humphrey, $12 buy it now. We'll make that a quick buy it now. We still got the silver certificate back here as well. I'm going to put that on the clock because I got another silver coin to auction right here. I'm still digging around. I mean, I'm just pulling stuff out. Boom, boom, boom. You're just going to have to stick around. I'm just going to be pulling stuff out here, pulling stuff out there. Who knows? It's just a random assortment tonight as usual. I got some junk silver here. We can auction or count these out. I got a bag of silver dimes. Might sell those at spot tonight if anybody's interested. I'll have to count them out. See what we have left. There's some bullion. I know somewhere around here Tanner has tubs full of bullion he's priced. It's around here somewhere. I mean, we have literally like trays and trays of bullion that's been marked. We're just waiting to sell. Here's a, let's see what's here in this tub. These tubs everywhere. Tubs here, tubs there. I might have to step to the back and get one more. What else do we have here? We have American Eagle, Silver Dollar, Proofs. Oh yeah, we got great stuff. Fantastic stuff. Okay, anybody else bid on this? We had James Lee Farrell picking this up for $12. That's first. James Lee Farrell gets that $5 note for $12. Thank you, James Lee Farrell. That is so due. Then let's step over here and let's sell the Abe Lincoln Oso Adventure for $42. Oso, thank you on that. You're bought on that for $42, and Daniel Cripps says he'll give 30 on the 10. That's sold to him. So those are gone and gone. Those are sold and sold. Let's put those away, and let's also put up something else new. We need a new auction all of a sudden. So I was reaching for some sort of new coin to bid on, and I think the first one we'll do is a really good looking what? Oh, I already got it laying back here. Yeah. So this is a Chrysler Honors, the Bill of Rights, 1791, 1991. So a Chrysler, as in Chrysler Car Company, it's a Constitution like commemorative silver round. I think it's 1 ounce Troy. It should be. We're going to put that up for a $30 start. 1 ounce Troy, Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of Happiness. And it has a very cool quill feathered pen back there. And then Constitution, excuse me. There's the 1 ounce silver. There's the COA. That's going to go up for a $30 start. That's now up for bid. All right, let's do another buy now some currency, and let's do three. Let's bump it up to 3 notes now, and we were doing 1 for 7, 2 for 15. So let's do 3 times 7, 21. Let's do these for 20. 3 notes here for $20. You get a 1957A, first person to comment $20, 1957 and 1957A. So all 3 of those for $20. That's a buy it now there on some currency. Currency buy it nows there. There you have it. All right, here's some bullion. I've sold some of these before, and I'll go ahead and show them again. And if anybody wants one, we'll cut them straight out of this pack. This is 1 ounce silver. Very cool, very collectible here. Popeye is $45. Popeye is $45. 1 ounce silver. These are in airtights. They're individually, I can cut these out individually, but these are proofs from Fiji. $45 on Popeyes. They're in individually sealed containers, and then in airtights. And I think I had a big page of these at one time. That's $45. $45 on that. So this 1 ounce silver, what is, that's got to be a great deal right now. Jeff has this coin right here for $30. So I didn't check what mark it is. I might have to bid. We're going to let 1 ounce 999 bullion sell for below melt tonight. We let that happen a couple times last week before I realized, yes, spot is at 31.17 right now. So we're talking, this is below wholesale for this, for at more so a collectible silver round. Jeff has it for $30, and I'm about to sell it. 1 ounce 999 silver, Chrysler Constitution, and it's only at $30. And then here was 3 silver certificates for a $20 buy it now. Paul Brothers wants 2 Popeye. Ernest says, guess who? It's Ernest Rogers, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to bring my scissors over here. While I'm cutting these up, does anybody else want a Popeye for $45? Chad's bid 32 on the coins. Sorry I had to get somebody to outbid you against Jeff, but that was just a great deal. We're talking about $9.99 silver below spot. You can't do that. That's like unheard of. I'll have to get on the bidding if that happens. Everything right now is carrying such a great premium. Shotgun silver. I have no idea. I don't think I have any more, though. There's a single Popeye if anybody wants one, $45. Paul's going to get 2 for $45 and $45. I know Paul, like many people, like a lot of this collectible type silver. I like it, too. Usually when we get in large orders of stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? I'll take one home. And then over the next 5 years, you start buying 1, you start buying 2, you start buying 1, and then you buy 3. Next thing you know, you got like $20,000 of silver accumulated, and you didn't even realize it. You're like, holy moly, then you're sitting on a pretty good pile of cash for a rainy day if you ever need a big pile of cash, and then you can cash this stuff out quickly. Always a great thing to have your money in silver. I mean, it's great. All right, and then Tracy said she'll take the 3 silver certificates for 20. That's so to Tracy, $20 for those 3. And by the way, we have this now at 33, now at 35. So those are also gone. Sorry for the late start. I unplanned went to a Titans game today. So all week I've been saying comics and then coins. Well, Tanner's grandfather had a birthday party. He couldn't miss, 95 years old. So I had to take Paul. It's not like I had to take them, but we had a free ticket from a company that we order boxes from. We had a free ticket, and they gave us tickets to the Titans game. So I had to go to the Titans game. Of course, when I got back, I had went pretty much on no sleep. And so when I got back, I was exhausted. So I slept till 9 o'clock. I woke up, and Brian was still here selling comics. And I told him when I got here, I said, sign off about 9:45. I'll get rolling at 10. We'll see how late the late crowd wants to stay up. Quick buy now, 2019 Christmas silver, $33. $33, there's no place like home. 2019 Christmas silver, $33 for a 1-ounce silver bar. Just $33 on that. Jeff, you're out on this. Chad has it for $35. Let's see what else we have here. I'm not much of a y'all know, like I said, I'm a diehard Vols fan, so I could watch the Titans get obliterated, and I'm just like, when is this going to be over? It's just like, how long am I going to have to sit through this? It's like, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over? But, if they're playing good, I guess I'll cheer for them. But when they suck, it's just so hard to sit through. It's like being a Vols fan about 8 years ago. It's just like you're losing every game. You can't do anything. Everybody sucks. And so it's hard to be a Titans fan right now. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not a Titans fan until they get good again. Now, I'll be a Vols fan even when they're bad, okay? I'll still cheer them on, but I cannot stand there and cheer on an 0-3 Titans. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out on cheering on an 0-3 Titans. But I don't mind watching. I could watch. I'll go to a game every Sunday, but cheering them on is a different story when they're 0-3. And, it's just like, okay. We have here 2 more silver certificates for $15. 1957 and 1957. $15 bot now on that. Tracy Sorger got the 1-ounce silver bar for $33. Patrick Taylor, you were second. Let's try to bring out as much more silver bullion as I have. Tanner the other night marked a ton of it. He marked like an entire box of 1-ounce bullion stuff that we have never shown before. And if I can't get my eyes on that very soon, I will try my best to go find it, and I think I just got my eyes on it. This is all 1-ounce bullion, priced accordingly for either just melt or a small premium or based on what it is. There's some pretty collectible stuff in here, as you can see. Some of it's 1-ounce silver, and it's only going to be $35. For government-issued stuff, that's going to be a great deal right now. Don't forget, these 2 are $15 right here. And I still got the muskrat candy corns. Let's not forget about our very cool case knives back here. And don't let me forget about the Mike Tyson. How about 11 o'clock? I'll price it. I don't know if we'll get it sold tonight. I think I'm going to price it pretty fair just to get somebody bought in. Let me go ahead and be pulling up eBay comps. He does sign a lot of stuff, but like I said, it's such a cool piece. I mean, I don't mind keeping it myself. It is Beckett certified, so it's and my JSA guy looked at it and he said it was good. So it's been Beckett certified, and then I had a JSA rep here say that the signature's good, everything's good. So it's actually been ghost checked twice, or it's been ghost checked a second time. But JSA looked at it and he said it's good. No reason to put another sticker on it. Beckett's very reputable. It's got the Becker sticker on it. Of course. A lot of these are witness signatures, so what happens is like Mike Tyson's about to come to Nashville, and they pay Beckett to show up and witness him sign. So as soon as he gets done signing it, they go ahead and put a sticker on it saying they witnessed him sign that. And I've had other stuff signed by him in the past, so that's how that works. Okay, nobody on these 2 pieces for $15. This is at $37 and Chad's out. Let's go ahead and show some buy it now currency. Or buy it now silver. Let's see what we have here. This is, let me try to get Tanner stacks. Let me try to get Tanner stacks here organized. And we got a bunch of bullion here to go through. Looks like maybe some Marvel stuff in here. All right, so first thing we're going to do for $35, we'll have your choice. 1-ounce Christmas silver rounds, $35. 1-ounce Christmas silver. It says A Christmas Wish, 1998. First $35 comments. Merry Christmas, Peace on Earth, $35. And Merry Christmas 1996 Classic Santa Claus, $35, $35, $35. Let's go ahead and call this sold to Chad Sauls for $37. That was on the Chrysler coin. And Mary Beth Doberman's going to pick up the 2 silver certificates. Patrick, you're first at $35 there. Let me know if you want 1, 2, 3, or all 3. And thank you as always. So let's lay this right over here. That is sold, and that was the next 2, which is the silver certificates. And I'm going to have plenty more buy it nows where that came from on silver and other stuff. We need something else to auction. Let's bring over another piece of currency that I've got over here, and this is always popular. These are called funny backs. These are called funny backs, and you'll see why. It looks like an untraditional back of a $1 bill. This one's not bad at all. It also has great colors. It has been circulated, but I love when the one's blue and the blue, all the blue going on here. Silver certificate, 1934 funny back, $35 start. $35 start on that. Patrick gets these for $35, $35, and $35. I'm going to start trying to bring out some bulk deals. It really helps me out when we can bring out, $35 items and we're selling 10 at a time. That's how I make it worth my time to go live at 10 o'clock. If we can get some people bought in on a big bunch of silver at once, how could you go wrong? Let's see what else we have here. Let's see here. Let's do these. Ooh, nice. How many of these do I have? We'll go ahead and say 35 on these 2 1-ounce buffalo rounds. 1-ounce buffalo rounds. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5, I got 6 1-ounce buffalo rounds. Those are also $35. Let's restart the $35 ticker. We got a lot of 35s going on here. That's a starting bid for 35. This is going to be first come, first serve 35. Chad Sauls in next. Let's go ahead and do a different price. I'll go ahead and show something new. And the something new I'm about to show is, this is $45. This is $45. I'm going to go ahead and show this right now. This is a 1-ounce Australian Tiger round from 2022. If anybody wants that, it's $45. That's a reverse proof. Really cool. That's 9999 silver from Australia. Tiger, $45 on that. So, first thing we have is Chad. You're first on these at $35. Chad, let me know if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can take any quantity. If not, Steve's next. And then Scott Oman has bid 35 on the funny bag. Right now, I've shown 2 candy corns. The first one was the Mini Trapper at $68. This is brand new from case. And if I would have showed these during prime time, I have a feeling they're all gone. Plus, I have not posted them. They're brand new from case. $68. And then I got muskrats for $78. Muskrats for $78. Of course, a muskrat is a 2-blade here. So 68 and 78 on those. Chad wants 3 buffaloes. Let's give him 1, 2, 3, 35, 35, 35. Steve, let me know if you want 1, 2, or 3. There's 3 left. And if anybody else wants any, let me know right now. Let me know right now. Just FYI. FYI. All right. So let's open this up. And let's see. 1 bid on this was Scott Oman for $35. And we still got the Australian Tiger for $45. And I know there's more silver than this. I think it's still in the back somewhere. I know we have other bullion. There's that, but I know I have other bullion as well. Let's try to get some more silver certificates sold. I have 2 more, 1957 and 1957B. $15 buy it now for both. 57 and 57B. Steve Plaw says he will take the last 3. These are sold to Steve Plaw. 35, 35, 35. Also, I don't have any left, unfortunately. I wish I had hundreds to sell at that price, but I just don't have them anymore. There's 2 more currency pieces for $15, and we're about to sell this one for $35. I'll bring out a different candy corn pattern in just a second. So let's see what we have here. What's in this packet? More of this and more of that. We need another coin to put up for auction. Is this a beautiful silver eagle? It is. It's a beautiful silver eagle. All right, so first thing we have, this is sold to Scott Oman for $35. Bad lag on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't think so. I don't really know how to deter that other than, no, I mean, I think it's, some people have Facebook accounts and YouTube, and they'll jump back and forth and say that it's bad on both. It's bad on both. So I really don't know. Those are still available. I'll put up more buy nows as long as the next lot sells. Some people's willing to go ahead and buy for one lot to see what's next. Here is a Silver Eagle, but no, I mean, maybe make sure you're on the best internet possible at your house. I don't know if there is actually a best solution. Let's put up a Silver Eagle, if I can get it out of this container. This is a 2019 in box American Silver Eagle, a $35 start. We're talking box and paperwork. $35 start on the ASE. ASE, American Silver Eagle. Oso says he's 10 seconds behind. And I think that's pretty common for everybody. I don't think you're ever going to get an instantaneous comment. You can get it down to maybe 5 or 7 seconds, but it's not going to get way down there. So that American Silver Eagle's up for a $35 start. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. I had to get some V8 in me. All right. Let's see here. All right, here's what I'm going to do on these. I think I might have shown these before. I might have even shown these before. Check this out. Here we go. So we got kookaburras, Australian kookaburras, that were, and I've shown these before. These were some of the better years, okay? So Australian kookaburras, and Tanner did the price matching on these for the dates, okay? So there's some better dates here. Australian kookaburras. These were originally 42. This one has the pig previe. This one's 45 from 1990. That's one of the early years they started doing those. And then there's 2001. So we got some 90s, 92, 2019, 1990, and 2001. You see what those were price matched. That is 42, 50, 45, and 45. Guess what? $37, $37, Australian kookaburras in airtights, your pick. 92, 2019, and this is back when silver wasn't as high as what it is now. This is back, you know, probably 6 months ago, silver prices. $37 for the Australian kookaburras. 92, 2019, 1990, 2001. That's a price reduction based on the date premiums. Those are date premiums. And this one has that one was $50. That was the 2019. So there's some kookaburras. Comment 37 or Cook, K-O-O-K, K-O-O-K, if anybody wants those. Great deal on those. Those are $7 off, $9 off, $9 off. Australian kookaburras, $37. Patrick Taylor's first. Also, Mary Beth Doberman has the Silver Eagle at $39. I got Patrick Taylor first on this. Patrick, let me know if you want what year, which one. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can take all 4. Anyhow, Hawaii and North Africa. I have more North Africas. I do have more North Africas. Give me 1 second. I got some more 10s, maybe even slightly better than the ones you just bought, I think, Daniel. I got more funny backs. Yeah, I got some pretty good currency here. I mean, we got this collection. We got this collection up from Chicago, and this all came from one person. And when I say that it's old money from Chicago, this guy literally had old money stashed away in his house from Chicago. They're all Bank of Chicago, most of them. I think almost everything in here. Yeah, everything in here should be Bank of Chicago. So this is all really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and put up something here we never see, one of these brown seals. Let's do one of those right here, one of these brown seals. These are really popular, but we have mostly, I mean, that's handful number 1 of about 10 that I still have left of really good currency. And every week I chip away at it, and I still have more that I hadn't sleeved yet. All right, Patrick gets these for $37, $37, $37, $37. Thank you, Patrick Taylor. Let's go ahead and put this up for auction. Check this out. Straight from that collection, we have a Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago 1928 brown seal. Now, this is national currency. Very cool collectible stuff. This is national currency. This currency was backed by this bank and not necessarily by the federal government. It was backed by this bank. If this bank went under, this note went under. Very, very unique time in our country's history. Brown seal, Chicago, $35 start on that. Jeff, your 39 it did come in, but we already have another bid of 39 and now a bid of 40. So, and also, I don't think that account, Sandra's real. We got some bots on tonight or some people screwing with us. So let me click on this Sandra Sullivan account. That doesn't seem like a real person. And if you are a real person, Sandra Sullivan, you certainly don't look like it. Let me see if I can, new follower, yeah. Let's see here, active. I'm just going to go ahead and block this person. I don't think they're real. And I'll go ahead and tell you this, if you are real, I'm sorry. You better find a way to contact us because I am going to ban you from this page. Because I can look at that profile. That is a very fake image of a female and a very fake name. So as soon as I get this thing to confirm. All right, so American Silver Eagle. This is sold 45 to Jeff Duncan. Jeff, thank you. This is sold to you. So if you see a bid come in from Sullivan, Sandra, just ignore that. And right now we have bids on this for 35 Chicago. I know that's what everybody said. They's like, Chad, that's like that. What's it called? Who was the gangster from up there? Hold on, man. Let me try to get this guy off, or a person, whoever this is. Let's see. There we go. All right, I got him that time. Okay, we're good to go now. So let me clarify where we're at. First, the last deal with those four was sold to Patrick Taylor for $37.37. And then Jeff Duncan just got the colorized eagle for $45. Thank you, Jeff Duncan. And now let's clarify what we're bidding on. We have a American Silver Eagle here, 2019. Capone, Ward, thank you, Capone. We got this at, I got the ASC, I got Mary Beth at $40. I got Mary Beth at $40. Mary Beth at $40. Now, if you're done bidding, say ASE out for American Silver Eagle, or you can say ASC and bid 41. But right now, Mary's at 40. If you're done bidding, say out. And right now, we got this note. We got this note, and Nathan Aker just bid $40. Now, let's do some more silver here. Let's see what else I have. All right. Here we go. Here's what I'll do on these. Let's see here. This was originally 45, 43, 55. Let me leave these original stickers so you can kind of get an idea of the discount on these that were price matched probably 6 months ago. 40, a Black Panther that was a Marvel coin, and a Sir Isaac Newton. Which was 38. We marked that one a year ago. My gosh, that was a year ago. So $37, your choice. $37, your choice. And let me show you what they are. So if you want in, I would go ahead and comment 37. This is an Australian, I think that's the bull and bear. Australian bull and bear. Somebody probably needs to go ahead and buy all these. There's another tiger like I just had back here. There's another one. There's another tiger. So there's actually, you can get up to two tigers. The mouse, the 2020 mouse, which that was COVID year, that's 55. I'm doing that for 37. I've got the ox for 40. The 2021 ox, that's 37. I've got the Black Panther for 37. That was a Marvel coin. And then the Sir Isaac Newton, which some people say I look just like him. I don't know where they get that from, but they say I look just like him. $37 on those. I got Tammy Hinkle first. Tammy Hinkle came in first. So Tammy, you can have bear and bull, tiger, mouse, ox, Black Panther, or Sir Isaac Newton. Let's go ahead and sell this American Silver Eagle. This is sold to Mary Beth Dauberman for $40. Mary Beth Dauberman got that for $45. So Mary, that's sold to you. Thank you. That's about what that should have went for. A standard strike American Silver Eagle. And guess what? Now that we got that price set, we probably can do a bunch of buy it nows because that's a pretty fair price for a boxed Silver Eagle right now. Tammy Hinkle wants the Black Panther. So let's go ahead and get everybody next in line. Chad Sauls, you're next. Chad, let me know what you want. we'll go ahead and do it that way. Chad Sauls is next. And let's not forget that we're bidding on this Federal Reserve Bank Mafia money here. So the high bid on the Mafia, I think Daniel just bid 41, right, Daniel? Yeah, Daniel just bid 41 on this. So first, let's give the Black Panther to Tammy for $37. Thank you, Tammy. I heard your name mentioned earlier during the comic and toy sale. I think Brian mostly did comics tonight. I don't know if he sold that many toys, which we needed to move some comics, so that's probably a good thing. And then Chad was next. He wants the Ox and the Newton. So he gets the Ox and the Newton, and then that means, Scott Oman, you're next. And Scott, if you want anything here, there's 2 tigers, a mouse, and if you don't want anything, Daniel's next, and he wants the mouse. But we're going to sell these for $37 and $37, and that was the Chad Sauls. Chad Sauls, $37.37 on those. Thanks for everybody tuning in late. Looks like we're rolling. As y'all stay here with me, guess what? I'll keep showing stuff. All right, so there's 2 tigers left, a mouse, and then the ox and the bear. There's the ox and the bear. And let's do another bite now. Did anybody take this bite now earlier? Let me show this one more time. Maybe I should add something to it. Let me take this off the table. Let me take this off the table. And let me add something to it in just a second, because I'm not going to leave anything. We don't need a big no-sell pile in the back like last time. He wants the next highest mark. So that would technically be the mouse. That would be the mouse, which Daniel was next. And then that leaves 2 tigers and the ox and tiger, which the tigers were 45 and the ox and the bear was 45. So was there anybody next? Regina's next, technically. And by the way, this just got a new bid for 42 of Oso. Regina's next, and if Regina passes, if anybody wants these, I would go ahead and get in. Just $37. Really cool. Really cool. And that is the next highest one, which was sold to Scott Oman for $37. Big discount there on the mouse. I'm discounting silver. What the heck? You don't hear people say that too often, especially when the market's up and rising. Discounting silver? Somebody slap me. Tanner's going to wake up over here, and he's going to drive over here and slap me in the face. What are you doing? All right, Regina passes. And so, anybody else? Tiger, $37. Tiger, $37. I'm going to take, well, I'll leave those price tags on there just for a remembrance, just in memorial that what those sold for. All right, let's go ahead and run Mike Tyson. Keep in mind, this thing has a case. I'm going to keep it, you get the case, even if we have to ship it to you. And please keep in mind, this is already authenticated, and I'm going to leave it in this case. We'll probably take it out and wrap it, but it's Beckett authenticated. Really nice signature. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. The legend. Some say the GOAT. Mike Tyson. Autographed glove. Beckett authenticated, and Fetterman Sports. So Fetterman Sports, I think, is his one of those companies that like witnessed the signature. It's authenticated by Beckett. I'm going to include the case. $135 start on Mike Tyson. $135 start on the Mike Tyson glove. $135 on Mike Tyson. Selling this at 11:08 p.m. Central Time. Autographed Mike Tyson glove. $135 start. Brent K wants the rest. These are sold to Brent K. $37, $37, $37. Thank you, Brent K. And I think that may go with those. I'm not really for sure. Tyson's $135. And I have these sold, and let's put up another Silver Eagle to auction. I think y'all are hot on the Silver Eagles tonight, which is a good thing because I got a bunch of them. Let's try to get some more silver sold. But first, if you want to bid on this, please put 10. Please put 10 for like 10 on this. And let's see what we have here on this 95 Silver Eagle. 95 Eagles, known for being great, not one of the like hardest dates, but anytime you get 80s and 90s Eagles, I think y'all know. And this is boxed. This is boxed with paperwork. $40 start. 95 Silver Eagle. We had a much more common date just sell for $45. This is a 95 Silver Eagle boxed with paperwork. A $40 start. Right now we got $43 on the 10. Thank you for letting me know. And we got 2 bids on Mike Tyson. We got bids on Mike Tyson for $135, $135, and $150. Also, keep in mind, if you're bidding, let me know. I know it's complicated right now. We got 3 auctions going, but make sure you put something to let me know. It helps if you put 10 ASC for the Eagle or T for Tyson. There's 3 auctions. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Everything is pretty much different prices right now except these 2. I'll definitely know if you're bidding on Tyson just based on the price. But help me out by giving me a letter or an abbreviation before you hit that send button on your comment. No rush, no timer on our auctions unless you fall asleep or unless you just give up and don't say you're out, which I wouldn't appreciate. Then we'll make sure everybody gets their bids in plenty of time. The lag won't be an issue. The only time the lag's going to hurt you is when I do some fast fire buy it nows. All right, fast fire buy it nows. First thing I have, this is the cheapest silver I'm probably going to be offering, okay? This is the cheapest silver I'm going to be offering for $33. It's more Christmas silver, backdated Christmas silver, just $33. 2021, 2021, and 2021. Season's greetings. Got a very cool retro Santa Claus there. $33.33, and the stockings were hung. First come, first serve. Whoever's first will probably take all of them. That's probably the cheapest silver you're going to see me sell tonight, far as 1 ounce bullion. It's probably backdated Christmas, and I don't think I have too much left. I don't know if I have any left, honestly. What is this monstrosity here? Goodness gracious, look at the size of this coin. Tanner don't have me a price on it, though. I better wait on that. Let's see here. I got a counterfeit trade dollar. I probably don't want to sell that. I don't like selling fake coins. Even if I say they're fake, I don't like selling them. All righty. Ooh, well, actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's see what I have here. Ooh, yeah, y'all are going to like this stuff because at these prices, y'all are definitely going to want these. So let's see what we have here on some of these. Let me get them sorted because I think we might have some more stuff just like we sold coming up. Let's see here. Yep, y'all are going to want these. Yep. Let me get them all sorted here. Yep. Yes. Yep. All right, here's another handful of bullion. And this is government premium stuff here. Let's figure out where we're at on all of our auctions, though. First on this was Tracy Soinger. Tracy, you were first, then Patrick, then Oso. So time out there. That is pending. That was our buy it now. Our oldest auction is the Chicago note. The Chicago note, Oso has it for $44. Daniel Cripps, you were the next highest bidder. Oso has it for $44. Now, the ASE, the 1995 boxed and paperworked Silver Eagle, I got Jeff Duncan at $45. Patrick Taylor, you're out on that. And now the Mike Tyson glove is at $165 with Paul Brothers. Oso, you're out on that. Tracy gets all these for $33, $33, $33. Daniel just bid $45 on the 10. So those 3 are sold for $33, $33, $33. 33, 33, 33. The Silver Eagles at 45. The 10 just got a new bid for 45. And the Tyson gloves at 165 with Paul. All right, now that we know where we're at on that, let me slide down. Let's see here. I'll do those later because I've got a pile already. Let me see. How does this look on y'all's screen? Let me slide this over. I think that'd look good like that. Let me slide that over there. Let me move this. And 5 on the fake trade dollar. Well, I don't know. I don't like selling fake stuff. I usually destroy it. Even records, even fake autographs. I just destroyed a bunch of them a couple nights ago. Okay. So here's another one. We have $37, and I just looked at all the tags. These are all discounted. $37 for government-issued bullion. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll add this one in here from the other stack, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if somebody's first, and you end up taking all 10 at $370, it wouldn't be bad. Now, let me show you what's in here. Let's start back here in the back. So first comment, if you want to lock that in at 37, we have a 1 ounce 999 Terra 2023. It looks like Asia on the back. It's Niue Island. That is 30. It was 38. That's an old price. Now 37. There's another one like that. That's government issued Niue 2022. We have Canadian Dragons. Very cool. Now just $37. Those were 40. Those were 40. And then also we got another Canadian Dragon. And then we have a Bison. Wow, that's a great price. Are these 1 1/4 ounce? Oh, wow, this is a 1 1/4 ounce. That one slipped through the gaps on me. Look at that. 1 1/4 ounce. I'll still do it for $37. I hope these dragons aren't either. I'm sure y'all do for y'all's sake. Has anybody commented $37? Oso has. Oso has. He's in first. That's going to be a great deal. And then look at these. Beautiful. I don't know what that is, like a hawk or an eagle, something. That's a Canadian coin. That's really nice. In airtight. I've got 3, 4 of those different patterns. Look like some kind of hawk. Looks like a hawk to me. There's a few of those. Wow, 4 of those. And we have the ox, the year of the ox. Those are $37. If anybody else wants in, now is the time. All right. Nobody else bid on the eagle. This is sold to Jeff Duncan for $45. Another great price on another great American silver eagle. Jeff Duncan, that's sold to you for $45. And now we have Oso first on these. And now where are we at on the 10? The 10, Daniel Cripps has this at 45. Oso, you've been outbid on this. You have the claims on these, your pick. And then you're also out on the Tyson glove. Paul Brothers has it for $200. $200 on the Tyson glove with Paul Brothers. There's this right here. All right, and let's set that aside. That's sold to Jeff Duncan for $45. All right, here we go. Let's do a buy now on a piece of currency. I had one earlier we auctioned. I'm going to try another one for a $35 buy now. It's a funny back. It's a funny back. And this is going to be a $35 buy now. A $35 buy now. 1934A funny back. So he says he'll take 5. All right, what if I just give you this whole line right here? If I give you this whole line right here, I think you're getting the better pick of the lot because you're getting the 1 1/4 and the dragons, but it also leaves these really cool Canadian and the ox coin. So how about I do this? I'll go ahead and sell you those 5. And now, Chad, if you take the other 5, I still think it's a great deal. If you take the other 5, you get the 4 Canadian hawk-looking coins, all government-issued silver, and the ox. And if you pass, J.E. Hennessy's next. All right? The glove is signed by the Mike Tyson. And right now, Paul Brothers has it for a high bid of $200. I'm going to include the case. It's Beckett and Fetterman Sports authenticated. And I had a set of JSA eyes look at it too. When JSA was here, he ghost checked it as well, which means he told me it was good. Obviously, we just didn't pay to have a sticker on it. So it didn't need a sticker. It already had a sticker on it. So very good to say that that's been this basically has 3 certifications with it, okay? So Chad passes and JE passes. All right, so all the silver is still available for $37 each. All this is still available, and that means the next 2 people's passing. So if anybody comments 37 right now, you get dibs on anything that's there. Brent says he'll take the list. Brent K gets them. He takes those next 5 at $37 each. Those are all gone. 37, 37, 37, 37, 37. I think I said that 5 times. Now, the first person on this was Tracy Songer. Scott Oman, you were second. Tracy bid 35, and that's sold to Tracy for $35. Thank you, Tracy. That's sold to you. Have we sold a knife yet? Okay, I was about to say, I looked at my table over here, and I was like, man, have we sold a knife yet? We haven't. All right, let's do a vintage coin here, or I should say an old coin. We have this came from the collection of Ernest Rogers. Y'all remember when we cut that deal the other night with the collection of Ernest? He said he would trade me. He bought that Michael Jordan sticker rookie, and he said he would bring me a Booker T. Washington half. And here it is. I'm finally going to try to get my cash out of it for part of my trade. This is United States of America, Booker T. Washington, 1950 commemorative memorial half, a $20 start. $20 start on that commemorative memorial half. Now, the Mike Tyson glove just got a new bid with Oso Adventure. That is $205. Paul Brothers is out. So, Oso, you're now the high bidder. Paul's out. That's a final call for $205 with Oso Adventure. Now, this $10 note just got bids for $46 and now $47. Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, 1928. 1928. And there's that for $20. Do I have another cheaper funny back? No, I actually think those are pretty solid prices. We could have some fun with a funny back. I'll put maybe I can maybe pick out the worst one I have and put it up for a low start auction. But typically these things are I thought 35 was great prices on the first two. I can maybe pick out, like I said, the worst one I have, and we can have some fun with it, but I have a feeling it'll get bid up probably back to where the other ones were. I do have some star notes. I have uncirculated star notes as well, and I have more currency coming up, and more currency as well. So Booker T's a $20 start. Final call on Tyson and Paul Nordstrom. Anybody else that was bidding on this? Actually, Oso's already bid $50. Look at this. Up here earlier. Actually, 4 minutes ago, Oso bid $50 on the 10. 10, 50. This already has a bid for $50. This already has a bid for 50. Ernest buying his own coin back. He has the high bid at 20. And now the Tyson glove is a final call for $205. Let's see what else I have over here in my currency department or my silver bullion department. Oh, I forgot about these. Oh, these are cool. These are really cool. Let me set those aside. Let's see what else we have in here. Tanner hadn't tagged those. Let's go over here to some stuff that is tagged and see what we have. I got more government issued. Let me make sure I don't let any more 1 1/4 ounce slip through. That was a deal on that. But let's see what we have in here. And let me do some sorting. And we got new bids coming in on the 10. So, all right. And the Booker T is at, yeah, these were originally 40 here. I'm doing some stuff that was 40. Let's do some more government issued stuff. I'm trying to sort through it, see, get the piles, because what I want is a variety. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's going to be good. I know somebody's going to snatch that. Really cool looking coin here. Yep. 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 Okay, and then those are a little bit more odd. I'll do those next. So, here's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm actually going to call this sold, but I'm going to leave it back here because it's a nice showpiece for the screen. This is officially sold to Oso Adventure. So if anybody gets on, we have to tell them it's sold. I'm going to leave it right there. So whoever's watching the sale, it won't be that hard to find. It's a large Mike Tyson glove. Officially tagged this to Oso Adventure for $205. I'm going to leave it back there because it's a cool showpiece. So that is sold to Oso for $205. Thank you, that's gone. Now, final call on the Booker T. Ernest has that for $20. He's got that at half price. And now the 10. Daniel Cripps has this for $55. Oso's out. Paul's out. This is a 1928 national currency, brown seal. This is national currency, and that's the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. Series 1928. Daniel Cripps has it for $55. Mark Thompson has the Booker T. Washington for $21. Here's another buy it now silver lot for $37. Are you ready? $37, and I'm going to lay down like 10 coins. 40th anniversary of Mrs. Pac-Man. This looks like Robin Hood. Take a look at that coin. Robin Hood. Pac-Man, 40th anniversary. Ox and Bear. Ox and Bear. Canadian 30th anniversary with preview mark of the maple leaf. 2, 4, 5. Let's put down 5 more. There's another Ox and Bear. Here's an AOE owl, which is NIU. I have 2 more of those NIUs. And let's do another one of those owls. So those are all $37. $37. Now, Nathan was first. So Nathan, there's Mrs. Pac-Man, Robin Hood, Pac-Man, Ox and Bear, the 30th anniversary Canadian maple leaf with the Canadian preview mark. Ox and Bear, the AOE owl, and then those ones like we sold earlier, the proof NIU global map. That looks like Australia, Southeast Asia, kind of. Very cool. And those were originally marked, that one was marked 45, the proof, and then that one was marked 40. So when we originally had those out at retail, they were 45 and 40. So Nathan's first, he's got dibs, then Tracy. And there's probably not going to be much left, but we'll see. We'll see. And then here's the stack over here I hadn't shown yet. Now, the 10 has bids for 56 and another bid for 56. Oso's on top right now. I guess Ernest, let me know if you want back in on the Booker T. He said he's out. So Mark Thompson, you have that for $21. Info on Booker T. Washington, United States of America, Booker T. Washington, 1950. Paul, have you gotten your first invoice from us? Paul, I need to make sure. I don't mind you buying, but I know we had a problem last week with your invoice, and have you even got your first invoice from us? Or is it still a ticket? And I don't know I doubt Tanner or anybody's awake right now. And I know we didn't, and I don't mind you buying. I hope, everything's good as gold, but I know we had a problem getting your invoice to you last time. Let me check our tickets. And, if we don't have you, we may need you to go ahead, and I may try to figure out how to get this to you. Yeah, 3 days ago. I have you down for a 1 Meet the Beatles. Is that right? Let me jump over here and check active. I don't have you with any active invoices. I could have swore you've bought stuff from us, though, right? I've got you down with 1 ticket that's never been created to an invoice. Paul Nordstrom, which is a 1966 Beatles American tour. Okay, so, but this is a 1950 silver half Booker T. Washington. Silver half Booker T. Washington. They put one of my Silver Eagles in Paul's. I tried to call, but no one was helping me to fix this. Okay. Yeah, there were some mix-ups on the last week Coins and Knives. I don't want to blame anybody, but I think we had somebody watching the sale last week that had never watched one before. And I think it caused some tagging errors, and I got to let Tanner know about that. I'm going to make some notes of some people right now. We got to fix Kenny Begley. I'll have Ed do this first thing, or Tanner when they're here in the morning. Kenny Begley had some problems. He's already messages. Also Adventure. And then we got to find out what's up with Paul Nordstrom. Because Paul, yeah, I have no idea. I'll figure that out. I don't mind you still buying, but if we do, I got to make sure we get you paid like first thing tomorrow, because I feel like I've sold a lot of stuff to you, and I don't know how much, but you're only showing 1 open ticket. So we got to figure all that out. It's showing 1 Beatles record. Okay, back to where we was at. This is Robin Hood and the Two Owls. So Robin Hood and Two Owls are sold to Nathan Aker. He was first at $37. Now, Tracy, you're second. Tracy, Mrs. Pac-Man, Pac-Man, Bear and Ox, Canada, Bear and Ox, and then the 2 global maps are still available. So those are sold and sold. What happened, Paul, was you never did send us your email. And, of course, it was like a week later we finally got that. And so we have so many open tickets. We have hundreds of open tickets and open invoices where people never reach out to us, and we eventually have to cancel them after a couple weeks. And so your stuff is in limbo. Your stuff is just in limbo. And then we have Pac-Man and Pac-Man. These are sold to Tracy Songer and Tracy Songer. What's happened is all of a sudden we're selling a ton of Coins and Knives, and there's really one person helping me manage it, and it's Tanner. And he's already got about 10 other irons in the fire, and plus we already have a massive shipping department doing records every week. So I'll make sure everything starts getting purged tomorrow. Maybe I can even try to do some of it tonight for them, because we've sold, once again, a ton of vinyl this week, and we're about to sell a bunch of coins tonight, it looks like. And I think they're still trying to work on last week's orders. That's why every once in a while we just have these we usually have these, every 3 months, every 4 months. And now we've had 3 in a row or 2 in a row, and we had one not before long. So they'll be very busy. We might even be closed on Wednesday, and I might tell my mom we're going to be closed on Thursday as well, because we've got to spread a lot of this out and get it all packed up and shipped to everybody. Because some of y'all have bought like $1,000 items, and we got to get those out ASAP. Okay. We've got to sell this $10 note. It's been back and forth to about 3 people for about a half hour. Oso Adventure has it for $56. Everybody else is out. I am going to say the Booker T. Washington, this has like 60 seconds. Oso has it. If you want in, you've got to bid right now. The Booker T. Washington half, Mark Thompson has it for 21. Mark Thompson has that for 21. That's a final call. And now, here's what's left in that $37 silver buy it now lot. The 30 Canadian Privy, the Bear and the Ox, the Bear and the Ox, and then the 2 World Coins. Those are all 1 ounce government issued silver for $37. Now, I hope we're back on track. I've got more to add. Hopefully somebody will get in on that. Where's Brent K at? Brent K, where are you? You usually buy everything that's left there. But I promise you, stuff will get shipped out in an orderly manner. Just bear with us. Usually right now, just with anything, if you pay, it's 7 to 12 days. So that means if you pay Monday, you can count on either next Monday or the next Wednesday before anything ships, okay? And I've been tossing around the fact for a while to keep the store closed, only just to open on a couple days on the weekends, because we're so busy on this online craziness, we really don't have time to keep the store open, and we don't have the space, because like right now, if we wanted to open in the morning, if we wanted to open at 10 o'clock in the morning, it would take 3 hours to get everything packed away and put away where, you know, customers can't be digging through tubs of coins, looking through sold stuff. I mean, everything we've sold is going to be, you know, up here, and we just don't have any space. So that's why we close. We literally can't have anybody in the store. So especially at the rate we keep growing and growing, we can't hardly keep the store open anymore, because it's not worth our time to clean everything up to let a handful of people come in and out just a few times a day, even if they are buying stuff, because we have to have the space here for this. So for anybody that's local, make sure you always call and let us know before you come, because our space is a major problem right now. All right, we're tied on this again, 57, 58. Now, Mark Thompson, you get that for 21. And make sure, there's a lot of people that Ed don't have email addresses for. And what happens is if you haven't bought from us in a while and we don't have your email address, then you're not going to get an invoice. And that also means when you come in, we might not be able to find your stuff too easy. So make sure on that. So these are still available. Nathan wants to see another case knife. I can do that right now. Let's see what's going on with this one. Only special customers. Yes, unfortunately, some local people do stop by, and as long as Tanner's here and he's willing to let them in, we let them in, a.k.a. certain local people, which is anybody local people. If you're local, we'll let you in. You just got to let us know beforehand. You got to let us know beforehand. Mary Beth, make sure you send that in the form of a Facebook message. But as y'all know, I'll always take care of you. Make sure you send that to us in a Facebook message. We have to have it in our Facebook inbox. That was more muskrats. I've got 10 more muskrats back there. And they're still bidding on that 10. Let's get some more stuff going. Sorry for all the distractions, but I feel like I needed to let y'all know what's going on there with shipping, and we've had a couple we've had some orders get mixed up. I don't want to say it was people who were tagging. I don't want to blame anybody. I'll take blame for anything, even when one of our own employees maybe messed something up. But we had a problem last week. Boxes getting ordered, stuff's getting put into the wrong boxes. And that makes me lose sleep at night, because that means we've shipped the wrong stuff to somebody. We got to pay to get it shipped back, and then we got to reship it to them after we re-inspect it and everything and repack it. So it is a nightmare when that happens. And we had that happen a few times. And like, y'all believe me, as an owner, I'm like tossing and turning at night thinking about nightmares like that, because that means somebody's going to get their order late. We got to double pay shipping. Some of these boxes, we pay $30 to ship out. Then we got to pay $30 to get it back, pay $30 again to get it out. And if it's something like this and it costs $40 or $50 to ship, it's an absolute nightmare. So Oso has this at $60. Oso has this at $60. Here's our next case knife. Let's run some numbers on it right quick. Let's see what's going on here. Let me pull up my images where I have these screenshotted. And all right, these are supposed to be $94.99. I'm going to do these for $89. The candy corns they're getting more and more expensive. You probably should go ahead and buy the last two mini trappers, but this is a pretty cool pattern. These are going to be $89. Look at this, candy corn rust lock. Candy corn rust lock. These are supposed to be $94.99 or $92.99. I'm going to do them for $89. That's the candy corn rust lock. Very cool. Has the pattern there. Has the locking mechanism right here. Candy corn rust lock. Very, very cool. Daniel's out on the 10. I'm waiting for one person. I'm waiting for Paul Nordstrom to say in or out, but I've got to sell it extremely quickly. One way to keep up with the bids is when you're done bidding, or I guess whenever you see the bid pop up on the screen, if you could let me know if you're back in or out, just let me know. He's out. We can officially call this sold. That was a battle. That sold to Oso Adventure for $60. Thank you, Oso. That's gone to you. All right, let's get back on pace here. All right. Unfortunately, cleanup time isn't fast in this business. All this stuff has to be kept in order and organized, and you can't just like throw it around. It's delicate stuff, coins, currency, knives, gold, literally gold and silver. Can't just throw stuff around. All right, I told y'all we'd have some fun with this. Here's a 1934 silver certificate. This is a funny back. It's $1 silver certificate. I'm going to start the bidding at $1. The bidding is at $1. It's a circulated funny back, $1 start. Now we'll truly see who wants that one the most. $1 start on that. $1 start. I do have other brown notes. Yeah, I do have other brown notes. Stand by. All right. Let me get my back and neck adjusted. That felt really good. Now, we have, first, I need to find something. Let's see what I can find. Something. What do we have here? Okay, while they're bidding on that, I need another Silver Eagle, maybe. Here we go. All right, funny backs at 5, 6, 7. This should bring like $25 or $30. If not, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. This is a 2019 American Silver Eagle, boxed and paperworked. ASE $40 start. $40 start, American Silver Eagle 2019. Boxed and paperworked. $40 start on that one. That's now up for bid. All right, so we got candy corn muskrat, candy corn mini trapper, candy corn rust lock. Okay, here's some more tigers. I'll do these for $37. I got them straight out of the government issue tube here. $37 on 1 ounce silver tigers. Straight out of the government issued tube, or shrink wrapped, I guess I should say. 2022 tigers. Australia, 1 ounce, $9.999, $37. And those were in some of the lots earlier. In airtights, very cool reverse proofs there. 37 right there. American Silver Eagles at 40. Funny back. If you want one of these, just comment $37. So you're talking about a $5, $6 premium over spot. 1 ounce government silver in airtights. That's not bad whatsoever right now. $37 on those. Let me throw away this plastic. I'm trying to keep my station over here as tidy as possible. So those are available. And I'm trying to figure out where. Let's see if we can get a buy it now going on some other stuff. I got some kind of set. I got some kind of graded set here. I'll have to look this up and check on the price. But I think I got a set of proof Eisenhower dollars. I think that's what these are. Give me a second. I'll start trying to find some comps on those. Those are proof Eisenhower dollars. By the way, the funny back is at $11. The American Silver Eagle still has one bid for $40, and that's a final call. But welcome back, everybody. Sunday night is here again, and we're selling coins and knives. Earlier showed 2 silver certificates. I showed 2 silver certificates for a buy it now for $15, and there was no takers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something really good with it, or something even better, I should say. Make sure these aren't consecutive. They probably are. 35. These are not consecutive. Okay, so these 2 were 15, which I feel like should be that. And then I have a crisp mint, uncirculated 1957 star note, which I think should be 20. So we have $35. We have $35 for these 3 notes. You get a 57, $35 buy it now. So first person comment 35. $35 buy it now. You get the 57 star note. You get those other 2 silver certificates that I showed earlier, 57, 57B. So 57 star note, uncirculated, like new. And then 57 and 57B. $35 for those 3. Now, the funny back has bids for 11, 12, and 13. And Patrick is about to get this 2019 American Silver Eagle for $40. Boxed and paperworked, airtight on that. Pick up all the comics. That will be... Well, that's always better. We always love it when you come pick up. We don't have to pay shipping, and it's less of a risk on your merchandise. But, of course, Doug and everybody in the back is a professional. I got full confidence in them as always. However, if you do want to come up, that means you get it more quickly. You get it quickly, and you also get it... you also help us save some money on some shipping. So, yeah, that's all up to you, though. Okay, I got a couple more pieces here that's a little bit more collectible. I'll show those in just a second. Let's see here. Still got those for $35. We almost have a 3-way tie on the funny back. Daniel has it right now at 14. Daniel has it at 14. Paul, you've tied them. Mark, you're out. Mary Beth, you're out. Daniel has it for $14. Daniel has it for $14. Let me check my manifest over here and see. So yeah, the only thing left in these is the trapper. So we have the muskrat, the mini trapper, and rustlock, and the only one I hadn't shown is the full-size trapper, and that's the newest case stuff tonight, which I'll have to bring that out in just a second. But I don't even have to open those other 3 boxes back there. I know what's in them. It's the trapper. It is the trapper. So, all right, let's see what else I can find. I thought somewhere over here I had some more proof sets. Isn't that what we started with? Maybe a proof set or something like that, possibly. Let's see what else I have over here. I was going to show these. These are more collectible. We had these marked for $45 and $45. Godzilla. Let's do these for $40 and $40. This is Godzilla versus King Kong, it looks like. Let's do that one for $40. It's a proof. And then Dead Men Tell No Tales. A very well-made pirate coin there. 999 silver on those. So, and we had those in a $45 pile. I'll do those for $40 and $40. I'm doing some of this is either stuff that's like the last coin we have left, or it's something I've shown it didn't sell, and it was over premium, over silver premium. So now I'm going to do it below it. So 40 and 40 on those. American Silver Eagle is sold to Patrick Taylor for $40. Patrick, that's sold to you for $40. And now info on the funny back. The info on it, it's a funny back. A 1934 silver certificate. It's called a funny back. It's heavily circulated. The high bid is with Daniel Cripps at $16. Daniel Cripps at $16. So those are still available. We had some $37 silver back there as well. That is officially gone. And when we get this on a regular routine, the shipping, it will start turning into records. If I start doing these every Sunday for the rest of the year, it will turn into much more of a rhythm with shipping like we do records, meaning everything probably will start getting out on a cycle, which means like whenever whenever we get one cycle out, everything a ship, we'll re-invoice. It'll be like a weekly thing with deliveries for those to buy every night or every week with us. All right. So once again, we're within $1 of about 4 people on the funny bag. Daniel has it for $16. Daniel has it for $16. Everybody else is out. Everybody else is out. Daniel's just waiting for y'all to bid again or say out so he can go ahead and get it. Or you can bid again. It's really up to 3 people. Mark, I don't think technically Mary has said out, or Paul. Daniel has it for $16. I'm also going to go ahead and put this up for auction. This is a 2013 5-star general commemorative coin program, proof clad $50. Proof clad $50. 2013 5-star general. There's the box and paperwork. That's going to go up for a $10 start. And on the front is Henry Hap Arnold and Omar Bradley, 5-star generals. $10 start on that half, boxed and paperworked. $10 start on that. Can you show the funny back up close? I can. 1934. It was in a few pockets over the last 100 years. Up until probably the 60s when it was pulled out of circulation. So it was in pockets for about 30 years, probably. Daniel has it at 16. Mark says he's done. We're down to 2 people. Paul and Mary Beth. Paul and Mary Beth. You can either say bid or out. And then that half is a $10 start. Okay. So, let me try to find, well, some of the silver bullion I had was right there on the table. How much are 1 ounce bars? Is this a 1 ounce? I've only got one of these. 2. How many's in here? 2 1 ounce. Mary Beth said 17. Daniel said out. Mary Beth, you have it for 17. I'm assuming Paul Nordstrom is not going to bid again. He has not said anything. He asked for the info. He hadn't bid. It's on the clock. We've been on the clock. I've got to sell that really quick. Mark has that for $10. Nobody else has bid. I'm about to sell it to Mark for $10 unless somebody else bids. And these are $37. 1 ounce Coke bars. $37. 1 ounce Coke bars. They're very nice. They're proof. I've got 2 right there. I think that's 2 somebody didn't pay for. Coca-Cola proof 1 ounce silver bars. $37.37. All right, when I come back, I'm selling that. I'm selling that. I'm going to go ahead and be grabbing the next item over here, which is probably going to be another piece of currency. Going to probably be another piece of currency. Here's something we hadn't done. These are always really cool, and it's some old currency too. United States Marine Corps. I have not seen, not that I know of, Eddie. No, sir. No, none that I'm aware of. All right, so Coke is first to Patrick Taylor. Patrick, let me know if you want 1 or 2 for $37. Patrick, let me know if you want 1 or 2 at that price of $37. Just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and put them both in the bag. You have a feeling Patrick's going to be getting both. I have not heard back from Paul Nordstrom. I've got to go ahead and sell this. This is sold to Mary Beth for $17. Mary Beth, that's sold to you for $17. Thank you. Mary Beth, you got that? Feel like that was a great price. That was probably about 1/3 of the condition, or 2/3 of the condition of the last one, and I feel like that didn't equivalate out correctly. So I feel like you got a good deal on that one. All right, and then we have Jeff has bid 11, and then Mark's bid 12 on this. Patrick does want both. Coke bars sold for $37 and $37. Coke bars, 1 ounce, that's 2 ounces of Coke for $37 and $37. Now, it depends on the type of Coke you're talking about, I guess. Coca-Cola, 1 ounce of Coca-Cola, that would be very expensive. 1 ounce of silver, that's a great deal. And then the other Coke, I don't know, but that seems very cheap. 1934D. This is going to go up for a $35 start. Federal Reserve note, 1934D, $35 start. $35 start. $20 note, 1934D from that Chicago collection. Mark Thompson, you're back out on this. Jeff has it for 13. I tried asking, but it's okay. I'm not for sure. Okay, anyway, we have, don't forget the Eisenhowers. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and look these up right here. I think this is an Eisenhower proof set. We probably need to look up. I'm going to look up Eisenhower proof set. Did you ask a question or something about it? Any tears or damaged corners? Oh, I missed that. Yeah, it was circulated. So it was a circulated note for sure. When you get down those circulated grades, yeah. I mean, I try not to grade them. I don't mind showing them, but at some point when I just say circulated, they're not going to be perfect is the best way. When they get a higher grade, I'll start trying to nitpick them, but the stuff that's heavily circulated, they've got creases and corners and stuff like that, yeah. When I say heavily circulated, it's going to be a heavily circulated piece. Okay, the really crisp stuff is what I start. So like when I say this is average circulated, I'll try to keep it like in 3 grades to keep it simple because I do not work for PMG. I'm not going to say that is a very fine 20 or a extremely fine 45 and then somebody grade it and say, Chad, you lied to me. This is not a 45, it's a 40. Because at that point, you're nitpicking over like microscopic details, stuff they're going to probably look at in a loop. So what I do is I'll look at it and I'll say heavily circulated, average circulated, or uncirculated. And to me, this is average circulated. I mean, it still presents very well. It's not brown. It's not white, though. It's average circulated. It also has just one vertical fold. There's no horizontal. To me, it's average circulated, especially for 1934. So I try to keep it just 3 grades. Heavily circulated. I might even say destroyed. We've had stuff that's like literally ripped into pieces. Average circulated, or I'll say uncirculated. Like these, that's uncirculated or new. This has never been put in circulation. And then those are average circulated. And then you'll see some that look brown, because if I start trying to grade stuff 30, 40, it's a 55 out of a 70. Currency is graded on a 1 to 70 scale. If I start trying to say it's a 65 or a 35, it's going to be a little bit too much of a challenge for sure. So I usually keep it 3 grades and just run them. Final call on that, and Jeff Duncan, you're out on this. Mark has it for 14, final call. And I think Brian's doing a kind of a similar thing with the comics, you know, because, and we do the same thing with records. We have like 4 main record grading scales. We have VG, VG plus EX, and then no condition notes. Because if we start trying to grade each record individually, 2 things, we're never going to show everything, and we're going to have disagreements per collector on each grade. So we have Jeff out on there. This is sold to Mark Thompson for $40. Mark Thompson has this for $40. This is sold to Mark Thompson. Okay, so let's put that away. Mark, thank you. That's sold to you for $14. Now, I got more Coke silver bars. I don't know if I have any more 1 ounce, but I do have some larger denominations. All right, so this is a $35 start. The 1934D Chicago is a $35 start, final call. All right, now we have, here's some more silver that I didn't show in that last lot. Here is the owl, the Niu owl. We had 2 sell earlier. There's 2 more. There is 3737, and then here is a 2023 Samoa Eagle. So there's 3 more silver coins for $37. 3 more silver coins for $37 on those. Now the 20's getting bid. It's 35 and now 36. Okay, the best way to do this is going to be a big auction. So I have all these silver-proof Eisenhowers, okay? And I've kind of looked up 2 of them, and I'm going to have to take an average. I think some are better than others, but I'm going to sell all these together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this should be a complete set. Let me show them to you individually right quick. 1971S, 1972S, 1973S, 1973S, and there may be difference between these. Yeah, that one's silver and that one's clad. So one silver, one clad. They're both proof. For example, both of those were silver. So the first two, they're silver. That was silver, then that one's clad. The next two, 74S, silver and clad. The next two, both 74S, silver and clad. The next one is 1976, aka bicentennial. There is no 1975. We have a silver and then we have a clad type 2. We have a silver, a clad type 2, and then a clad type 1. So 3 different bicentennials. A 77S, which is silver, and a 78S, which is silver. So we're talking 11 coins there, $225 start, 11 ICG graded, and they're all at minimum of a 69. Proof 69, proof 69, proof 69, and most of them, or all of them, should be decam. Deep cameo. So $225, and I will leave them in this NGC case, which has a retail value of about $7. So $225 for that Ox set, all proof coins. All right, Scott, oh man, you get 20 for $37. Scott, thank you. That's so to you for $27. That's so to you for $27. Oso Zen on the Eisenhowers at $225. Great price on those. That's now up for bid. All right, I'm going to take these. Anybody else on this $37 silver? $37 1 ounce silver. Niu Owls, AOE, and then the Samoa Eagle. I'm going to put them back here with the other 37 that didn't sell. Those are at $225. I've only got 3 of these. They were really popular, and I think this is some stuff that we had extras, and I didn't count them out correctly. I either didn't count them out correctly, or some people didn't pay for a few. These are 1 ounce copper for $6. $6. This is a Don't Tread on Me. And we have the rifle, the white-tailed deer. So white-tailed deer, American flag copper, and that one. So $6, $6, $6, 37, not 20. $37, yes. G or Melanie or Tanner, yes. $37 on the 20. 37. Let's make sure we charge him $37 on that last 20, because I want every penny I can get from Scott O'Man. All right. So $6, $6, $6. These were very popular. 1 ounce Don't Tread on Me, and then this rifle, a white-tailed deer round. So those are available. Now this Ox set is at $225, and that's a final call. I'm looking at some comps on some of these. Like some of these is like 76S, clad top 1 sold for $78. I mean, some of these are pretty pricey by themselves, especially all in 69 cameo proof grades. All right, let's see what else we have over here. I don't really know. I was going to try to find some more big silver. I'm trying to find big stuff. Big stuff. I like big stuff. All right, and I think we were selling these. So the equivalent of this would be $375. Yeah. So we just sold one for we just sold 1 ounce for $370, or for $37, right? So I'll do the same equivalent per ounce. A 10 ounce bar, $370. A 10 ounce bar, $370. $370 on that. Patrick, these already have a bid for $225. These already have a bid for $225, and it's a final call to Oso Adventure. He already has them for $225. So if you were going to get a silver bar earlier, why not go ahead and get 10 in one? $370 for the 10 ounce bar. And then Mark Thompson wants the Don't Tread on Me for $6. Mark Thompson, thank you. That's so to you for $6. Thank you, Marcus Thompson. I don't know if your name's actually Marcus or not, but I just called you Marcus. Patrick's in La Ike's at 230. So Oso Adventure, you've been outbid. We officially have an auction on those. I'm going to do these like buy it now, best offer. So these are some like a little bit more collectible type. And I mean, I'm going to show you what we had them priced for. You can go ahead and buy them, or you can make an offer. We had 55 on this. It's a 1995 Canadian maple leaf, which that's one of those better dates. Just like Eagles, same thing for maple leafs. 55 on the 95 Canadian maple leaf in airtight, and of course it's BU, aka Brilliant Uncirculated. So 55 or best offer. I mean, I'm here to sell it. And then we have a Canadian. This is a little bit better date. This is a half ounce from 2014, 35 on that. A half ounce from 2014, 35 on that. Patrick, you're outbid on the Ike's. Oso has it for 235. Paul says HM on Coke. Now, what does HM mean? HM on Coke. I'm not for sure what HM means, but if you could let me know, I will gladly try to answer any questions you have. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's pretty simple, though. It's a 10-ounce silver-proof bar for $370. All right, quick buy it now. This is the first person to comment, $37. It's another 1934 $20 Federal Reserve note, Bank of Chicago. 37. First 37 comment gets it. Now, I'm waiting to see if Patrick Taylor wants back in on the Ike set. Oso Adventure has them for $235. That's a buy it now for $37. Still got 2 copper rounds. I still got the candy corn. I still got some silver back there. Daniel's going to get the $20 note for $37. Thank you, Daniel. That is sold to you for $37. That's gone. HM, how much? Oh, HM stands for how much? $370. The Ikes are at $240 of Patrick Taylor. 37 an ounce is what we sold the 1 ounce. Now I'm selling this entire set here for, what do we have here? Here's 1, 2, 3. Here's some generic silver bars. I'll do these for $35. They're just generic 1 ounce silver bars. First person to comment, $35. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got $35 each on those. 1 ounce generic silver bars. And Oso, you've been outbid on the Ikes. Patrick's back in at $240. Patrick's back in at $240. Patrick's back in at $240. Now, maybe you don't want to drop $370 on some silver. How about you just want to drop, $185? 5 ounce Coke bar. 5 ounce Coke bar, $185. There's a 5 ounce Coke bar, $185. Maybe you don't want to drop $370, but you don't mind dropping $185. $185 on 5 ounces, and I've got 2 of them. There's both of them right there. These were more collectible pieces. Buy it now, best offer. I'm going to put them back here with the other. I had something else. The Godzillas. Where are those? They're somewhere back here. By the way, I don't think these stickers are ever going to stick. So I'll just put them back there. So yeah, there's 10 ounce silver, 5 ounce silver, 1 ounce silver. I mean, whatever. If you're looking to buy silver, the table is open. The green light is here. All right, let's try to do a denomination I never sell. Now, I do collect currency myself, and this is truly one of my favorite denominations. I don't know why. I guess because you just never see them too often. But this is pretty cool right here. This is a 1950 B $50 Federal Reserve note. I don't know why. You just don't see that denomination. You don't see them much in circulation now or, even back then. So a 1950 B, and this thing's nice. I'm going to hold it up to the light. There's one vertical fold, but it's crisp. And it's kind of hard to see, but if you hold it, it was folded in half. It looks like one time. So let's start that at $75. 1950 B, Ulysses S. Grant on the 50, of course. That is a $75 start. I'm going to prop it up right here. Now, before I do anything else, I want to remind Patrick Taylor, he's been outbid on the Ike set. Oso has it for $250. Paul Brothers is going to take the 10-ounce Coke bar. Thank you, Paul. That's sold to you for $370. $370 on that. Let's put that back in its baggie for Paul. Thank you, Paul. That's sold to you for $370. That's gone. That's sold to Paul Brothers. This one right here, $370. That's gone. That's sold to Paul Brothers. We got out on the Ox. These are sold to Oso for $250. Oso, those are sold to you for $250. Thank you. That was two great back-to-back sales. Daniel said he would start the 65 at 50. If you're willing to say that's a bid, I'll start it at $65. Daniel says he'll start it at $65. If you're good with saying that's a bid, I'll take that bid, and we'll say it's a 65 going twice, going 3 times to Daniel. So, Tracy, the other one was a rust lock. The other one was a rust lock, and these were $89. So I've shown a mini trapper, I've shown the muskrat, and the rust lock. Rust lock was $89. And the only one I hadn't got out is the trapper. All right, and then I've still got the four generic bars there for just $35, 1 ounce silver. And Daniel has 65 on the 50, going once, going twice. If no one else bids, I'm going to sell it to him. Okay, now, let's see here. Here we go. These are government premium silver bars, $37. Perth Mint, Australia, $37. Perth Mint, Australia. Perth Mint, Australia, $37. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. $37 each on those. 6720B. Now, I'm not really for sure what that means. I think maybe you're trying to bid 67 on the $50 note. If so, then your comment didn't really translate to that. Let me see what else I can find over here. Give me 1 second, though. Excuse me. Okay. Daniel, he's at 67 on this. Let me know if you want back in, Daniel. 1, 2, 3 silver bars here. All sold to Brent K for $37, $37, $37. Thank you, Brent K. Those are sold to you. Nice pickup there on those, $37, $37. I dig around over here in my little boxes, and I find little stuff in my boxes I didn't know I had, or I forgot that I have. These are only $36. Paul, you have this note here. Paul Nordstrom, you have this at 67, and I'm about to sell it to you because Daniel went out. Let's see anybody else wants to bid. And Paul, I'll let them know tomorrow to get you an invoice ASAP. So be looking for an invoice tomorrow, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure they get you an invoice, because I think you have like 3 different events of purchases. I think we got comics and toys from last week, records from last week, coins from tonight, and maybe something else. And we got to get all that invoiced, and I'm going to have to make sure we get you called up before we can do anything else, okay? We probably need to stop for tonight, if that's okay, after I say this, just so we can get, I know you've sent us your email and everything, but we got to make sure we get you paid up and we get all your stuff together, because I think you've bought on 3 different nights now, and we hadn't even got an invoice to you yet, which that's on us, but I just want to make sure it's all spread out now. I want to make sure that we get you an invoice and we get you paid up. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to you. We probably need to stop at that one, if that's okay. We need to probably stop there because now we're getting up into the hundreds of dollars without payment. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that to you for $67. And we'll probably just need to stop there with purchases until we get you caught up tomorrow. Now, these are only $36, and that was the price from a few months ago. These are collectible, and they're 1 ounce silver. They're really cool. They're called Steamboat Willie. 1 ounce silver, Steamboat Willie. And this is a buy it now for $36. 1 ounce Walt Disney Mickey Mouse. But I found out something very interesting about this. I looked into copyright when I was reading on Wikipedia. And here's what, all of a sudden, I saw all kinds of Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie stuff come into print. Like they were making records. They were making coins. I was getting ads for like all kinds of Steamboat Willie stuff. And I was like, why am I getting so much Steamboat Willie? Like, why is all this hitting the market? And there's a very unique thing happening right now in the U.S. government with copyright. Copyright protection, I forgot the exact, I'm no legal scholar, but something like this can only be copyright or registered for like 100 years. And I think Steamboat Willie was registered for copyright or trademark in 1924. And now that that 100 years is up, it's like in public domain, where literally people can produce whatever Steamboat Willie. Like, the way I understand is I can make Steamboat Willie mugs and sell them without having to get rights from Walt Disney now. So, that is a very unique phenomena. Is the copyright is up on this, and I did a Google to really figure out what was going on there, and it's up for grabs. The copyright on Steamboat Willie stuff, because it's been registered for over 100 years. So what's happening now is there's stuff every month, every year. See, the original Mickey Mouse from 28 is in the public domain, where it's been copyrighted, I guess, for over 100 years now. So, and there's every year stuff coming up for that renewal, where now it's in public domain. So there's going to be like, I think it's not only just with like Disney stuff, but I think it's with a lot of stuff that's been maybe 100 years ago. These people signed these contracts, so now it's like up for public domain. So that's why all of a sudden people's jumped on top of it, and all the Steamboat, like I think they made a Record Store Day picture disc, and I've been seeing stuff from like statues and book anniversaries and all this stuff. So very interesting stuff. Oso wants all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oso Adventure gets these for $36 each. Oso, there's 7 of them. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. I will. Does it come in message email? I will pay. It will be sent to your email sometime tomorrow or Tuesday. This stuff is going to take a little bit longer, but all those other invoices we have for you, they're going to have to get those out to you tomorrow. That's how that's going to work. But yeah, like I said, when you get called up, if you're good for it, you can come back and you can buy as much. But when I have somebody new and we hadn't got settled up yet, and we've already had maybe a problem getting your information, then I have to kind of pause there and make sure we get caught up. It's just a rule of mine. I'm not singling you out, but that's something I do for everybody. I don't let hundreds, plus if you're new, you may not realize it, but you can accumulate hundreds and then thousands of dollars worth of stuff very quickly. You start buying stuff 65, 105, 65, 105. Next thing you know, it's a $1,000 invoice. and then we don't hear back from new people. All of a sudden, everybody goes zip, and we don't hear back from them. So, not saying you're not going to do that, but we got to make sure we get you, we at least get you billed first, okay? I've got vintage, I've got collectible, I even got a Silver Eagle here. These are all $37 each. I've got prospectors from 1984 and 1985. Prospectors from 84 and 85. 37 and 37. I got Joe Camel. I've got King Edward, the first coin he was on. I have a 1-ounce Buffalo. I have a vintage trade unit. I got a 2002 Silver Eagle. And I have a 2000 Silver Round. And those are all $37 each. Paul says you don't want to end up like me. That's true, although Paul does pay for his stuff very promptly. Thank you, Paul Brothers. But yeah, I just always warn people. Some people get their first invoice, and they're like, oh boy, I've made a mistake. Can I put a bunch of this back? And we're like, no, you can pay for it, or you just can't buy from us again. You have to be aware of your financial obligations, okay? So new people, I usually get them to pump the brakes just naturally because I don't want anybody overdoing it, okay? Then us just wasting our time. Jeff Duncan, your pick for $37. Great price, too. There's Vintage Prospectors. There's a Joe Camel. I think that's the first coin King Charles was on. That was the first coin he was put on. And then I got a Vintage Buffalo. Well, I don't want to call it vintage. It could be. Who knows? It doesn't have a year on it. And then I got definitely a vintage trade unit, a Silver Eagle, and then a Silver Eagle round. So I also can't believe it's 12/16 and we're still selling stuff here on a regular basis. I kind of have a goal. I'm looking at my table. I'd love to fill up my table. I've got all kinds of stuff over here. We're chipping away tower by tower. Also, Daniel, I'm going to try this again. And this one's really nice. This one is uncirculated. I mean, it's a pretty good looking 50. Okay? This is a 1950B. This one's nice. Now, I know earlier I reduced the other one, but this one's crisp. $70 start. 1950B, $50 note, and it's crisp. I'm holding it up to really good light. I do not see a fold and sharp corners. I love 50s. 70 on that. Yeah, the glove sold. I just left it back there so it'd be a nice piece. It looks good back there in the back for anybody hopping on. Jeff Duncan just wants Joe Campbell. All right, Jeff Duncan, that's sold to you for $37. Anybody else? The prospectors. There's an American Silver Eagle. I know it's loose and dinged, but man, who's going to get on those? Just $37 there. Mark offered $134 on the 4 bars. 4 bars, that's $33.50 each. Let's go ahead and sell these to Mark Thompson. So Jeff Duncan got Joe Camel for $37, and let's sell this to these 4 bars to Mark Thompson for $132. $132. So there's Joe Camel. I don't have any 500s or 1000s at the moment. Unfortunately not. No. Danny wants to see some North African notes. Okay. Well, I'm still going to leave this up for grabs for a $70 starting bid. And I'm just going to stack all this. $37. Pretty good pieces of silver there. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up this lot. We've had these same silver certificates back here. Let me break up this lot. I'm just going to sell the uncirculated star note by itself. First $20 buy it now. First $20 buy it now. And this was the only sports item we sold tonight. We still got, here's some stuff that if I'm doing prime time next week, meaning if Brian does comics and toys early and I'm back here at 7, then what I'll do next week, I've got a Larry Bird autographed jersey. I've got a Shaquille O'Neal autographed jersey. I've got a Magic Johnson autographed basketball. I've got a Magic Johnson autographed jersey. I've got 86 Fleer cards. Still got the Jordan rookie. I've got a bunch of the other key cards from that set. I still got Nolan Ryan's rookie. I still got, we've got every Nolan Ryan card, actually. We've only sold a couple, but I think it was the duplicates from a different case. I think we have a run of Nolan Ryans from 68 all the way up through the 80s. We still got some basketball cards that didn't sell, some key ones. We got some really good stuff. So, first though, let's go ahead and call this sold to Scott Oman for $20. I'll message page about finding some other 50 banknotes after I get more if that's all right. Yeah, sure thing. Oh yeah, we still got all the Kid Rock stuff. Yeah, I got Kid Rock's robe. I got Kid Rock autographs. I got Kid Rock records. We got some rare Kid Rock records we hadn't got to yet. The note is 1950. 1950, Bank of Chicago, of course. And it's crisp and it's nice. And it's a $70 start. There's great silver back here for $37 that's still available. And then, okay, I've got that covered. Let's see what else I can find over here. North Africa note. Let's see what happens on this 50. And then we got some interest in another North Africa. I don't have any Hawaiians. Here we go. I bet some of these will sell. Let me check Coinflation on dimes. Coinflation is an app that will tell you the melt value of silver. And it's a very key thing that I use quite often. And let's count these out. Perfect, 225. So 225. Let's do these. I have opportunity for you to buy silver at melt value. Silver at melt value. $22.50 for 10 dimes. 10 dimes. They're Roosevelt. These are 90% silver. 10 dimes for $22.50. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 junk silver. I don't like using the term junk, but that's what they call this. That's at melt. An opportunity to buy silver dimes at melt. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are going to be 64 and back. For example, 1946. 64 and backs, 1952. Here's a sample of years. 1963, 1960, 1964, 1964, 63, 61, 48, and 64. So 10 silver dimes, and I'll sell you as many lots until I sell out, but that is definitely the best price because that is melt. Paul bid 70. Paul, that sold to you for $70. Thank you. That sold to Paul Brothers for 70. I got hundreds too. I got 50s. I got hundreds. But we have some interest in another North Africa note. Here's another silver certificate, 1934A North Africa note. Let's start that one. It's got a stain on the back. It's got folds. This is circulated / it's circulated. It's maybe a tick below circulated. $35 start. $35 start on the North African World War II era GI issued currency. Nobody on junk silver? Well, that's about the best. That's literally the cheapest silver I've had tonight. I know I had the Christmas bars earlier, a couple dollars below spot, or a couple dollars above spot. The silver dimes is literally silver at spot. That's literally melt. That's the best deal I can give you tonight is silver, which is literally the melt value of the coins, and it's government issued silver. It's American currency. Best of both worlds. USA, USA, and it's silver. 30 on the 10. How about 35? Because that's the starting bid. And then if it doesn't bid, I usually make them a buy it now. We'll see what happens though. Let me jump over here and see what I have in... Oh, I got some more interesting looking silver coins in here mixed around. I don't know where all these came from. Oh, these are top 2 Silver Eagles. Very cool. And Phantom rounds. So, North African. $35, Daniel. $35. It's late. Prices go up when it's late. This would bring $50, $70, $3,000, $4,000 if I would have sold it about 5 hours ago. It brought $3,000 or $4,000. These are a Marvel round. It's the Phantom. The Phantom, colorized. Those are $40 buy it nows. The Phantom, Marvel, 2023. That is Tuvalu. $40 buy it now on that. $40 buy it now on that. $40 buy it now on that. American Silver Eagles, that should not be $40. But here they are for $40. 2023, of course, with a new back on them. American Silver Eagles, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40, $40. How many more Coke bars do I have? Oh, I have another 10-ounce Coke bar. There's another 10-ounce Coke bar. There's another 5-ounce Coke bar. Also, my phone is on 5%. Let me fix that right quick. I should have said 45 on the 10. I figured that's what it would bring at auction, but also just remembered it's 12:30 a.m. and there's not many people watching. And now Daniel wants even a discount off the discount. What in the world? A discount on the discount. That's like when I'm doing the half-off bins on record night. I'll have something $34.99, I'll say $17.50, and then somebody offer $10. I'm like, well, I should just go through and mark them all up to 100, then say half off at 50, and then y'all can offer 25, and we'll be back where we started. These are all regular strike 50-cent halves. I don't know how many's in there, but if anybody wants them all for $1 a piece, I'll count them all out and sell them to them. They're all regular strike Kennedy halves. There's a bunch in there. $1, you got to buy them all randomly. Okay. Now, what else could I interest y'all in other than me not giving away currency? What else can I interest y'all in at this hour of the night before I start making some final calls? I've showed the only new case pattern that's come in for this week. We've sold a variety of silver and currency. Pretty much everything on price reduction tonight, just clearing out some old stuff. Didn't get really into much new stuff. I'm going to go ahead and sell this to Mr. Daniel Cripps for $30. He has beat me to death, but that's okay. I won't be able to sleep at night. It's going to be hard to... I'll be tossing and turning thinking about that all night. Another 10-ounce Coca-Cola, $3.70 on that one. We already sold one to Paul Brothers. Daniel, I'm going to go ahead and sell it to you for $30, even though he said he was going to pay $35. You'll have to make up for that on some other way. I mean, that was a North Africa note. I never reduce those. Usually they'll start getting bids, and then they go up to $50, $60, $70. You're getting one of these like 2 a.m. discounts. $37. So we sold 1 ounce. We sold 1 ounce for $37. We got 5 ounce for 185, or we got 10 ounce for 370. So $370 for 10, 5 for 185. It all breaks down to 37 an ounce. This is going up for a $135 start. $135 start. This is Bank of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Series 1934. Series 1934 I, Indianapolis, Minnesota, $135 start. Nice. How many 1 ounce Tigers are there? Brent K, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. There's 10 Tigers, $370 if you want them. Just like this right here. I have a feeling Oso Adventure's about to buy this. How could he not? How could he not? These are sold to Brent K for $370. Thank you. Gone. Folks, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All right, so let's see what else I have. It looks like there's interest in bullion still. Let me see what's in this cube. I remember these, but I just don't have a price on them. That's unfortunate. Probably lost forever now. I'll do this for 35. For 70. Only $35 an ounce on this. It's a 2 ounce Tiger. So 35 and 35, 2 ounce Tiger for 70. It's a 2 ounce coin. Canadian 2023 Tiger 2 ounce. So $70 on that. Oso Adventure takes the, I think this is one of my last 10 ounce Coke bars. He gets that for $370. Thank you. That's sold to him for $370. There's a 2 ounce Tiger for $70. Tyson glove is already sold. That's already sold to Oso Adventure for a great price. Oso, he's already offering you a profit of $95 on your Tyson glove. He's already offering you a profit of $95. See how great of a deal that was? I love autographs. I have invested a large amount of my earnings into autographs. I have bought a lot of autographs. I love them. You just got to be very careful. I go through rigorous checks before I get one and before I sell one. All right. So that was a great deal on that. Still got all those. Got junk silver here at Melt. Yeah, I'll only charge you 100% commission. So I will only charge you 100% commission. Here is another star note for a $20 buy it now. 1935D. Crisp, uncirculated. $20 buy it now. Star note. This is officially a $135 buy it now. No one bid, so that's officially a $135 buy it now. That's a $20 buy it now. Any more commemorative silver? That's what I was about to look for. I got some stuff over here in boxes. I think they're eagles, eagles, eagles. They're all eagles. Nothing wrong with that, but they're all eagles. And then this over here, I think are... I don't think those are silver. They don't look like it. Didn't we sell one of these to start the show? 2010 Boy Scout. $40 buy it now. Proof. Isn't that what we started the show with? One of those? $40 buy it now. 2010 Boy Scout. Double paperwork. $40 buy it now on that. I got some sterling silver somethings. Yeah, these are all mint. I'm gonna have to tag. I think I have these. I might have one. I might have a really cool one right here. Give me 1 second. Is this 1997? Is this? If this is 1997, this is a cool one. This is, yeah, this is Jackie Robinson. This one's $75. Jackie Robinson. That's a 50th anniversary commemorative proof. That one's $75. Jackie Robertson. Jackie Robertson commemorative coin program. Brent K wants the 2-ounce Tiger. Nice pickup there. That's sold to Brent K for $70. He probably wishes I would actually say his name correctly. Krumenauer. Brent Krumenauer. See, Brent K sounds so much better. Brent K, Brent K, Brent K. Oso gets Jackie Robinson for $75. That's a great pickup. That's sold for $75 to Oso Adventure. I've got a few more commemoratives. I just hit a batch of commemoratives over here. They're probably going to be buy it nows. This one is, he was a Viking, okay? He was a Viking, and his name is, let me find it over here. This one is, this one's $70. This one's $70. Leif Erikson. I guess he was a Viking. Leif Erikson. Very cool coin. I always think of him as a Viking. 2000 Leif Erikson Millennium Commemorative Coin. Leif Erikson. United States Mint. $70 buy it now on this. It's a proof. There's this Viking ship. Founder of the New World. $1. Leif Erikson. In God We Trust, Liberty. 1 ounce silver proof. It's the simultaneous meaning and insurance on behalf of Republic of Ireland, Republic of Iceland. Commemoration Millennium of the Discovery of the New World by Leif Erikson. That was a pretty cool guy from what I understand. Leaf is a $70 buy now. Let me check something here. Silver proof 93. This isn't Prestige. This is Premier. Prestige or Premier? Yeah, this is silver. Premier. This is Premier Silver. Here's something I don't get to show too often. This is let me make sure this is right. This is Premier Silver, 93, 98. Yeah. This is $45. This is a, let me show it from the top. First $45 comment, United States Mint Premier Silver Proof Set, 1993. So there's the box. There's the paper, the instruction paper to show how to display it. There's the COA, of course. It comes in this velvet case. It's a 93 per mint. And what it actually has, it actually is a display. You can display it like this. That's $45, and that's a silver Premier set. That's sold to Jeff Duncan for $45. Jeff, that's sold to you for $45. Thank you. All right. Next, same thing, same price, 1997. 1997 United States Mint Premier Silver Proof Set, 1997. $1997. $45 on that one as well. $45 on that one as well. The price is $45 on these. No more, no less. $45. Sorry, I meant buy it now 40 on Boy Scout. This, okay. I thought you were trying to make an offer on the other set for 40. I was going to be like, no, can't do that because I have an invoice sheet what I paid for these from a dealer, and I was already pretty tight on those. So, but I just sold you the Boy Scout for 40. So those are still available for 45 and 45, 93 and 97. Jeff, thank you. Sorry for the confusion on my end as well. I thought you was trying to haggle with me. No haggling. No, we got to haggle. Just not too much. I have another Jackie Robinson. I've got another Jackie Robinson. Same price, $75. Another Jackie Robinson proof, just like Oso just bought. There's another one for $75. How long, for probably the last quarter hour here, I'm probably going to stop at 1, even though we still got 68 very faithful people on. Technically now Monday morning, I guess, unless you're on the West Coast, like a few people are. Let me do a recap, and we usually sell a lot during the week recap because there's a lot on the table for sale right now. There's a lot, everything on the table has been shown. And now I'm going to do a recap. And then probably at the very end, I may show like 1 or 2 more quick buy it nows. But a recap also helps me kind of clean up and realized and help me show what I have and have not shown. We've sold a lot for getting started at 10 o'clock, by the way. I mean, we've almost sold a full table. And we typically sell 2 full tables. So we typically sell 2 full tables from like 7 to 11. We've been live from 7 to 1. And we've sold 1 table, which is pretty good for that time slot, for the late time slot. Scott said he would do 20 on this and 10 on these. So sell these to Scott Oman. Let's put all those together for $30. That will be the next line item. Hey, that helped me clear up first recap. Those sold to Scott Oman. We didn't get into much sports stuff tonight. Just sold the Mike Tyson glove, which I'm going to go ahead and take that off the table right now. That's going to be sold, and that was sold earlier, but I'm going to put it over here. That way I know it's off the table and it's gone. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, actually. And there's that. I'm also getting very hungry. Okay, so one of the first things I showed tonight, we have 2 left, and that is the Kerr Knight Mini Trapper Candy Corn. And these are $68. Brand new from case. Like I said, anything with the words candy. We've had cotton candy. We've had candy corn. We had the red candy apple that year, the red Kerr Knights. I think that was the first year I did case knives, and we couldn't get too many of them. So anything that's been candy, and especially Kerr Knight, has been popular. So I've got 2 mini trappers left, $68. And when I hit these on the market, they're probably going to sell out. Most of the new colorized case patterns like that, I may have them 2 months from now. However, I don't think I will. Okay, let's go ahead and put this away. $135 on the 1934 Bank of Minneapolis. Kind of a bank we don't see as often, at least I don't. That's 1934. That's $135, which if you think about it, it's really only $35. It's really only $35 because that's literally $100. You could go deposit that in your bank tomorrow. You would be a fool to do that. But what I always tell people on those big notes is, I'm like, well, you're really only spending $35 because you're swapping 100 for 100. So, okay, and then we sold a lot of Coke. We still got some Coke left. We sold 2 10-ounce and 2 1-ounce. I still got 5-ounce Coke bars. I still got 5-ounce Coke bars, which was $185. $185. I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3, and I've got this one here that's been loose and it's already starting to tone, where it's been exposed to oxygen, where it's been exposed. It's starting to tone a really cool tint. Those are $185 at 37 an ounce for licensed. Not bad. I'm going to put those over here. So $185, and that's some of the, probably as far as licensed premium silver, probably one of the best deals that's left on the table. And then literally the cheapest silver of the night, the only silver I have sold at melt value. I've been trying to sell these for a long time. I'm just going to have to send these to my coin dealer. He'll pay me more than melt. I know he will right now, the way the market is. So, I mean, but if you want 10 dimes, it's $22.50. But I have a friend, he would love to have these. If he was watching right now, which he don't do Facebook, he would have bought these 10 times over. He would have said $2.25 each. Do you have 10,000 of them? He probably said, I'll take 10,000 of them if you got it. And he would have been good for it too. So, but you're buying 10 at $22.50, which that was the cheapest silver I've had all night. 10 dimes at $22.50. I don't want to break them up. If I start breaking them up less than that, it's not really worth the time to do it. So I'll do them in lots of 10 though. All right. So there's a whole baggie. Some of these coin dealers I know, if you tell them you got stuff at melt, they're like, what? You're selling silver at melt? How much do you have? I want it all. Especially right now. Okay, then here was, I think, some of the next best stuff that's left. I was doing these for $37 as well. And that was the first King Charles coin. Vintage Prospector, 84 and 85. We had a Buffalo round. A vintage trade unit, which was also 1 ounce. A Silver Eagle's in here. It's been dinged, but it is a Silver Eagle. And then a 1 ounce silver round that looks like a Silver Eagle. So these are 37. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 37s there. 7 37s. Okay? And then the other case knife was the Rust Lock, which was supposed to be $92.99. It's also the new candy corn Rust Lock. Those were $89. I'm just going to leave those back there. And then the other one was the Muskrat. And the Muskrat was $79 or $78. Yeah. No. Yeah, 78. We'll say 78. The Mini Trapper 68, Muskrat 78, and Rust Locks were 89. Yep. Okay, and then back here, this was $37 silver as well. More $37 silver, which we had a Samoa Eagle. We had the Niu AOE Owls. We had two of the Terra Fine Silver Globe coins. That's like a globe of the Pacific, or excuse me, the Atlantic. That's a globe of Southeast Asia and Australia. We had the Canadian 30th anniversary Maple Leaf. We had the Ox and the Bear. And we had the Ox and the Bear. And those are all government issue proofs. Those were all $37 each. And then for $40, I had 2023 American Silver Eagle Type 2s. I got 3 of those. And then I have colorized Phantoms. $40 for the colorized Phantoms. Those are Marvel license. And we sold a bunch of these, which was the Popeyes. And the Popeyes were, I've already forgot. We sold some to Paul Brothers. I think they were $45. And that was the most premium silver, I think, versus spot we've had all night. But we've sold a bunch of them. I've now got 9 left. I think I started with 50. I think we had 50 of these originally. I've got 10 left. A sheet of 9 and then that loose one. Proofs. Those are $45. Then back here was some silver. These were $45 and I marked them down to $40. Godzilla and the Pirate coin. And then we had the 1 ounce copper, which we sold Don't Tread on Me. I still got the whitetail copper rounds for $6. Whitetail deer has a scoped rifle on one side with an American flag. And then I had these best offer. I had a 95 Maple Leaf, which is a key date for $55 or best offer. And then I had this ½ ounce key date from 2014, $35. And then I had a Leif Erikson for $70, a Jackie Robinson for $75, and then I had the silver proof set premieres for $45 and $45. And folks, that's everything that's left. Not much there left if you look at it compared to everything we sold. Usually if I show something that sells, I'm going to try one more note. I bet Scott Oman may jump on it. It's a 1935D, 35D, $20 buy now, crisp, uncirculated. $20 buy now on that. Scott Oman wants both prospectors for $37.37. What did I do with those? I bet I set them over here. Prospectors, $37.37. Yeah, they're over here in the other batch of silver. All right, so we got Prospector. Those are sold to Scott Oman, $37.37. Tracy Songer wants a Popeye for $45. Those are sold for $37.37. And now $45. Uncirculated $1 note. That will be the only piece of currency left tonight. If it don't sell, don't make that happen. Except for the $100 note. I guess there's an exception there, $100 note. Derek Jones on the Eagle right here. Derek, you just want one of those? Or do you want 3 of them? $40. That's so to you. Why not go ahead and get 3 of them? They're right here, right now. Go ahead and get 2. Maybe go ahead and get 3. He wants 1. All right. I'll say 1. Let's see here. I'm going to add, for just $5, now $25, a 1935G silver certificate for just $5. Now, $25 for the uncirculated 35 and then the circulated. Now both for $25. And then there's some stuff in here I hadn't priced. Scott Oman says he'll take both for $25. There we go. There we go. Those are sold to him. And I have filled up my entire table over here. I'm glad y'all did those last couple those last couple of rows of merchandise really helped me out, because I'm going to pan the camera over here and show y'all I've pretty good. I've been on for about the same amount of time that I normally would be, even though we got started much later. I filled up an entire table. Last week we did an entire table and another table. Of course, we started at 7 o'clock and I was much more prepared. Tonight I showed up and went live at 10:05 and I didn't have anything prepared. So luckily I know the prices of all this stuff. If anybody else was doing this, like if I had to hire somebody to do this, they would be lost, because none of this stuff's priced. I have it all up in my head. Brian, fortunately, shout out to Brian for doing a great job once again with the comics. He sold a ton tonight. He knows all the comics and he's been getting those priced. Luckily, I show up and I've been dealing in coins long enough. I know the price. I can look at a coin and tell you a price. I may have to check like a date, like if it's getting down to like a key date with a specific grade, but luckily I can be handed a whole box of coins and I can go through them in 10 minutes and tell you what's worth what and how much it should be, whether it's silver, gold, foreign, US. I've done it for so long now on a daily basis almost. So I can show up and go live and sell coins, I guess anywhere in the country if I have them in front of me. If somebody gave me a tub of coins in Colorado and they said, go live and sell these for me, I probably could without even really having to look them up. So, especially if I got the bidders on. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing. We still got 52 people on at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Central. I mean, this is how late we sell records, and there's usually this many people on. So hopefully everybody knows by now, we're going to be doing this every Sunday. And it's going to be basically a rotation of time slots. It also depends if I'm traveling. There's a lot of football games coming up. But as of right now, looking ahead, we're doing 8 shows again this week. So tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 record shows. And I'll be there for all of them. Tennessee's off this week. If I miss, it's going to be Friday night. But I don't see me doing that. So I should be here all 6 nights for records. And then next Sunday, me and Brian will be in communication. But either he'll do the early slot and start comics a little bit earlier so I can get this started at 7. Or we'll do it like this week. He'll do just comics and toys and I won't do this at all. Or he'll do comics and toys at 7. And then I'll follow maybe at 9:30 or 10. So he didn't even know I was on my way. I was asleep. And then I showed up and he was winding down and I was ready to roll. So it's turned out to be a really good night because he sold a lot and I just sold a lot. And as usual, we're a small business. We have about a dozen employees and we wouldn't be in business if y'all didn't tune in and buy stuff from us. So I try to be fair. I try to make it fun. And I've got to be always buying, and I've got to always be selling. So this is what we do. This is how we pay our bills. This is how we take care of ourselves. I've got to get y'all on and buying anytime I can. So I've got to have great stuff at great prices. And hopefully I make it fun and entertaining for you. Hope I make it fun and entertainment. I've also been walking around talking in circles because I'm thinking about everything that I have to do. And that includes everything from eating, going to the gym, cleaning up this store, getting stuff ready for tomorrow, going through more coins right now. I got stuff I need to take pictures of. I need to eat. I need to take another nap because I really still hadn't slept but a few hours. And then I need to come back to work. I got a lot of stuff to do. But I'll stop right there and say good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody that's a CollectCo customer, new or old, whether you've been with us for 24 hours or you've been with us the last 5 years. And then thanks to everybody here on the CollectCo staff. That ranges from everywhere between my mother and Tanner all the way down to, I guess, our most recent hire, Mr. Steve Ritchie, who's been a great asset so far, and G, and Doug, and Paul, and Ed, and John, and Laura, and Melanie, and Brian, and everybody else in between. Thank you. Oh, and Rebecca. Can't forget about Rebecca. I think I've named everybody. Oh, yeah, Seth. Okay, good night. No, not many people said a good night except Susie. Maybe there'll be some last-minute good night comments. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. See y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I'll be right here selling vinyl. Y'all know the drill. We're going to get into some autographs this week. We're going to get into some concert posters this week. It's going to be a great week. We got to have a blowout. It's that time of the year. I'm going to really